Ready? Of course we can hear you. The show's live, you goof. What's the matter with you? All right, we're live. Got suckered into this thing here tonight. Already in a bad mood. I imagine how bad a mood I'm going to be in when we're done with this damn thing. Got a haircut today, finally, as y'all can kind of tell. They don't do it the way I do. They don't wash it the way I wash it. They don't product because I don't use product, but they insisted to put some in. Wearing my Kenny Bolin. Is this the cornet version? Starting to wonder if Russo's any better these days. My God. My God. Had to block dumbass disco last night for shitting on black people with mental health issues.
You're going to be surprised it's on there.
I probably will be. Prince is on his way over because so I might have to kick out of here for a few minutes. Choco's been very sore today. Her stitches seem to be holding up, but she's in a lot of pain every time she gets up and down on the bed. That's why I had to put Scooby in his cage because he keeps wanting to play with her. She's even having trouble getting up on the. Is she over on the? No, that's the cow dog. Huh? And I think Choco's laying in my bed. I think. And I had to help her get into bed. She had to use the ottoman to get up, jumping up on the bed. I think she's just played too much the last 2 days. They took the cone off from her. And so we'll, and I doubt I'm doing 2 hours tonight, Pesci. I don't think I could take 2 hours of me yelling and screaming at dumb fucks. So we're probably going to go 90 minutes, give or take. Motherfuck. Just knocked my goddamn drink over. Shit.
Grab my drink, please. I'm sorry.
I just knocked my fucking Coke over. Shit. Now y'all get to see how I really am when I'm not on camera. Even bigger asshole than I am when I'm on it. And then there's nobody to blame but me. My own stupid fucking ass self did it. Give me a second. Trying to clean up half of a goddamn cherry Coke. Finally get cherry Coke in here. Does Cornet's show start off this angry? I wouldn't know.
Probably.
No, I had to block that fucking disco. It's bad enough that he shoves Trump's cock so deep in his mouth. That's bad enough. I put up with that for a long time. Bad enough to deny COVID. Bad enough to deny to protect others that don't want to fucking get it. But when he starts shitting on people, and then a black woman who, as two black women that claimed that they were contemplating suicide, had depression. Between Meghan Markle's, he shit all over that. He sided with that piece of shit fucking Piers Morgan. And then he starts shitting on Simone Biles. She let the team down, man. If you can't hack it, don't even. I won't even get into it. I won't even fucking justify the shit he posted. So I said, that's all right. You know, you ain't going to be fucking getting your attention off my post anymore. If you ever notice, he'll make these ridiculous fucking posts and get nothing. And just get nothing. And so I know why he fucks with my tweets all the time, because it's the only time he gets seen. And if you notice, the only podcast he does is when he's coattail riding with either Russo, Conan, or when we would let him on my show. He wanted to come on my show and debate me over fucking COVID and mental health. I said, no, it's all right. You put out enough fucking bullshit on your own.
I told him, give me a nickel.
What's that?
I would have said, hey, I'll do a disco for $500.
So you're so cheap, you won't buy the good StreamYard. You got the cheap shit that puts it above your head.
This ain't my StreamYard.
Oh, it's mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I still thought I had 30 days left. Shut up. I'll yell at you if I want. It's my party, and I'll yell at you if I want to. No, I took the $10 version because I was going to go to the $0 version. But I thought I was still on the $30 or $25 version that I've been paying for like another 3 weeks because I just paid for the goddamn thing. So now they said, well, if you don't leave us, we'll give you everything you got now, but we would like to put our logo at the top of the screen. So I thought I had 30 days of that or 20 days of that left, give or take. But those bitches went ahead and threw their logo up there anyway.
Where there's claymores, explosions, and all types of weird shit.
Yeah. So I don't want to eat into too much of your time because I don't know how many of these videos I can take tonight. But I'm in a shit mood, so that ought to fucking help.
Why don't you look at PayPal real quick?
Well, I don't want to look at PayPal real quick because I've been getting emails and inbox messages. Number one, your mother said that if we raise 125 tonight, she would match it.
Oh, there's more than that.
Huh?
There's more in there than that.
Well, some people don't know how to work, do they, Schmidt? I'm not even going to look because I don't want to know. We're going to go by your mother. If she threw in extra, that's fine. But she says that if we raise 125, she'll match it. If she wants to go higher, that's up to her. But I've been getting emails, one of them from Wydat. If I ain't in a shit mood enough already, Wydat's been emailing me. And he says, King, man, it's Jake's birthday. You should let him out of jail. I said, well, he's not in jail. He's permanently suspended for doing stupid shit. But it's his birthday, man. He really misses the show. You should let him out. I said, no, I don't think so. He said, well, what if we, the fans, raise bail money and bail him out of jail?
We're bailing him out.
That sounds
It ain't been done yet. An amount has not been set. I don't think he's out yet because I don't think the first donations. But Pesci, shut up and let me do the promotion, will you? Quit exposing the business, if you would.
Okay.
Quit exposing the business. Shut up a minute. Let the promoter talk, and then the performers go out and do what the promoter says.
Okay,
so we're trying to raise bail money from the fans, not me, not Dickless down here at the bottom square, Charlie Weaver. The fans. We'll see how bad the fan bail him out for 10 grand. I think that's a damn good idea, Hazelwood. That's the only thing. It's the only thing that's put me in a good mood already.
Might as well go.
Jake's bail fund 125. I say 150. He's a criminal.
Boom! Look at your PayPal over there.
He said, "I ain't looking at shit, Pesci, because you're exposing the fucking business. Will you shut up? Shut up, Pesci! Please, God, shut up." You're exposing the goddamn business. This is why people like you don't get in the business, because you fucking expose it. Oh God, look at your PayPal. I'm not even gonna look at PayPal. Not even gonna look. So we got Jake's bail, the fans. Look at Punch a Hoe for the first time ever, and God knows when, since the beginning of time.
Holy shit!
Punch a Hoe, member.
Yeah, Punch a Hoe.
How about that shit?
We appreciate that.
How about that shit? DJ Eric says set his bail at 125. I think 150 ought to be more like it.
I hope he's watching tonight.
You know he is. You know that Wydat's wrote him. I know you've wrote him. I know Schmidt's wrote him. He's got a fucking front row seat in here somewhere. He's in here. He's in here badgeless. Marshall Haynes agrees with Bob. $10,000. That sounds more reasonable to me.
Bob, do it for me. We want lower than that.
So somewhere between $125 and $10,000. Well, in the middle would be $5,075 if my math is correct. $5,062.50 if my math is correct. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! What's this shit?
We're taking
official deadline. What's that? Now, this was originally a members only show. Why is official deadline in here without a goddamn badge? What's that about? Is that one of your people, Pesci? Looks like it.
Tanner Wells? Do I know Tanner Wells?
No, official deadline. It's up on the screen if you knew how to work.
I wonder if that's like a band, somebody using like a band's, like it looks like an album, like a band.
I don't know. Can you tell him? Can you tell him in a shit mood?
Of course, as always.
Better in a couple minutes.
Oh Lord. Nothing to be sorry about. I'll get with you after the show. Unfortunately, one of our Filipino loyal followers, she doesn't never get to leave comments in here because they never have a good internet connection. She sent me the test results. She tested positive for COVID today. They're bringing an ambulance to her house tomorrow to pick her up because she went to the hospital to get tested. They email her the results to let her know that she's positive for COVID. I think it said the second variant, whatever that means in the Philippines. And God damn it, Chris left before he could set my phone. My phone goes. Do you know anything about Android, Schmidt?
What?
My phone goes dark too quick. I mean, it goes black in like 10 seconds. And I set it that way, but I forgot how I did it. I don't know what I did.
Pull down and go to settings, wherever you got settings, I think. And
I've got settings. I mean, that's easy enough.
Should be under display.
We'll do it after the show. Pesci's on a limited time limit here. He's been trying to expose the show the entire time.
It's like a sleep.
Check your PayPal, King. Check your PayPal.
Well, you can always give that back. That's just a little.
Well, I guess I could, couldn't I? You think I'm in a mood that I wouldn't do it? I just can't. Oh, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. My God.
Yeah,
It's a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face. That's Mal Pesci money. There's no free Jake money in there. There's no free Jake money. What are you doing? My God. Hey, let's go back to Hazelwood. Let's go back to 10 grand where I know I don't have to fucking let him out of jail. Pesci basically threw $1 towards that. Is what he did, Hazelwood. My God. Free Jake, for crying out loud. Where's Why Dad's badge? Where's his donation? Why Dad all jacked up, wired up, wanting to free Jake so bad? I don't know why people want to make me miserable. We might not even have to roll clips. So let's just talk about Jake the rest of the night. Y'all want to see me irritated and miserable. At Pesci's request, we made this not a members only show, so Tater Wells was able to slide in here tonight. How you doing, Tater? How you doing, Tater? You got the first clip rolled up already?
Oh, I'm on top of that, Rose. That's from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter.
Rose.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dad. I thought you would know it.
I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's go ahead and get this ball rolling.
Babysitter's Dead is a movie. Girl married with children.
Any combination. All right, we'll take fucking DJ Eric's deal. Any kind and Pesci, I will count the extra that you threw in. Any combination.
There's a little bonus there, King. I mean, that ain't no scribble.
Where is Choco? Come here, little Choco.
Chocolachi, come here.
Take it easy, Choco.
Chocolachi.
You run last night. Just step in and go back there and check on her. She's in the bed.
Well, I got Mama.
Well, there she is.
Come here.
There she is.
Come here.
Yeah, she. As a matter of fact, Chris, she was trying to jump up in the bed and couldn't do it. I had to let her go up on the ottoman. All right. Yeah, Choco's been real sore today. What's that?
Behind me. Look what's showing tonight.
I see that. Well, you could put up. This is your show. You can put up Pesci.
It's hanging up.
But you can't see it. What good's that doing?
I'll show it in a little bit. Tonight's your night.
No, it's actually your night. This is Pesci Power Hour.
I know.
Cue up the first clip, Pesci. Roll.
We will count what Pesci threw in extra.
Let me tell everybody what's going on real quick.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Smarten everybody up. Okay. You've been doing it all night. Basically,
no, King. I didn't want you to be upset. You look like you're upset.
I've been upset all day.
What we're doing tonight is we're playing an assortment of clips.
I had nightmares in my sleep today that Disco has been stalking me, not through the internet, but in person.
Tonight.
But in person. I'll answer any of his shit. Play his stupid shit. I'll be happy to respond to it.
Oh, yeah. King, we got stuff prepared. I prepared a couple hours worth of shit for us.
I know. All right. Well, we might stay 2 hours. We'll see how the donations are going. See if we can get me in a better mood.
Yeah. So people, what he's going to do is he might have a rebuttal. He might not. Maybe King goes, you know what? I got nothing to say to that. We go to the next.
That might happen. I wouldn't bet my life on it, but it might happen.
Now, King, you got a dominant voice. So kind of let the clip play out for the audience because I've noticed I've accidentally talked over clips.
No.
Really?
How about this is a very important night. I told people to come watch this.
All right. Well, so far they haven't showed up. So I had more by myself last night on a YouTube only restricted show than we've got so far tonight with all this heavy promotion and everything. The people have let you down. Roll tape one.
So you told me to shut up so you can say the same thing again? Yeah, man. I'm tired of this. What's wrong with you, man? You want to rag again today? See, everybody think he's better than me. Man. You think you better than me, man? I didn't say all that. No, man, you think you better than me. Hey, yeah, that was a good point that you brought up, though, about Facebook and Jen. You know, talking about they saying this is dangerous. And yeah, I mean, they said it was dangerous when Trump said the things that he said. It's not dangerous. That's just hyperbole. Everybody knows that COVID is serious. Everybody gets that. Yeah. But for the president of the United States to come up there and say, if you get the shot, you're not going to get COVID, you're not going to get hospitalized, and you're not going to die, that is misinformation. Yeah. Only thing the COVID shot does, that vaccine shot, if you want to call it, it lessens the chances of you being hospitalized or dying from it. Yeah. I mean, even if you didn't get that shot, chances of you dying from it are minuscule. I mean, 98% of people that get it.
I think it's higher than that.
without the vaccine.
Mhm.
They
Hold on, you're
recover.
gonna like this next part.
But some people,
But the vaccine even lessens that even more. But even with that said, people are still getting COVID with the shot.
Mhm.
Some people are still being hospitalized, and some people are just dying altogether. But again, you're not going to
No.
see that information out there, how many
not the
people it
case.
is.
the disinformation that Joe Biden just shared, he's pretty much portraying that this vaccine is a cure, which it is not.
Yeah.
And he's
never
failing,
said
he's
that.
lying by omission. He's not telling you the repercussions. Some people may die from that vaccine.
Nope.
Some
Not
people
true.
have already
Nope. Has not.
died from it.
Yeah, I think
Nope.
that's some clips, man.
Nope.
That's the end. Well, that's
All
why
right.
I brought him. That's why I brought him, King.
All right. Let's address these two fucking morons who are kind of on our side,
Kind of.
but they're just. And why would one look like that and the other one want to look just like him? I mean, first of all,
I brought it.
why the fuck would you do that? Number one, nobody has ever said that the shot, especially Joe Biden. I've listened to every fucking press conference, every fucking one. Guess what? When the other dumb fuck would do a press conference, I would listen to every fucking one, so I'd know what the stupid fuck said. Also, Fox News, by the way, let me give you a little preamble here before we cover these two fucking morons, because they're telling you shit that's not fucking true. They they never cover Jen Psaki when she does her press conferences. All the other channels, whenever, no matter what blithering idiot Trump had up there, other than Scaramucci, who's the only one who told the truth, and the truth got him ousted in 11 days. No matter what blithering idiot was running those press conferences, or dumb fuck out there himself spreading his bullshit, telling you to take hydroxychloroquine, to inject Lysol, to inject extremely bright light, and to inject bleach. Said it with a fucking straight face right in front of doctors, like it was the fucking facts and the truth. And the doctors are sitting there like, oh God, well, we can't tell him no. So you want to talk about misinformation? We've gotten plenty of that. But CNN, PBS, NBC, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, all the fucking channels covered him. So at least they could cover, and then they would fact check him immediately once he was done. Well, it got so bad eventually, all right, we can't cover this motherfucker live, or he's going to get most of y'all killed. You cannot take hydroxychloroquine and expect to cure this. You cannot inject bleach and expect the thing is going to kill all the germs. Lysol. Inject Lysol. He fucking said it. He's recorded fucking saying it. Inject bright light. And it like kills it in like a second, you know. Just bring up the fucking, maybe Pesci's got that fucking tape ready to play. But these two guys, they fucking know better. Nobody said it's a cure. There's not one documented fact that the shot is killing anybody. 99.5% of all the people dying are non-vaccinated. So you're thinking, well, God, that means 0.5% are dying that have been vaccinated. Well, we don't know that the reason that they're dying has anything to do with that they were vaccinated, the vaccination didn't work. We don't even know. We just know that the people that have died, 0.5% were vaccinated. We don't know what of. It's like my stupid niece. Well, I know a doctor got a shot, and 2 weeks later he dropped dead, or he was shot in a drive-by. However, we don't even know how he died. I just know a doctor that got the shot and he died 2 weeks later. Don't know what of, don't know how. Read it on Facebook. So no, I've seen every press conference. Nobody's saying it's the cure. The thing they did say that was right is that if you get the double vaccination, it greatly reduces the chance of you going to the hospital. As a matter of fact, there's not one documented case of anybody who got double vaccinated that has been in the hospital overnight or put on a ventilator. Not one documented fact of anybody who got double vaccinated who died. So that's where they're fucking lying to you. They're misinterpreting something and then misinterpreting it back to you. I watch every press conference. I listen to every fucking qualified doctor. I saw Fox had some female doctor out there. Well, that's what she was calling herself. Had her lab coat on and a stethoscope around her neck, so at least the dumb fucks would think she might actually fucking be a doctor. They'll find a quack or two. There's a quack or two everywhere. Donald Lord knows all about fucking quacks. He goes over and feeds all the white ducks over here, just about two doors down from me all the time. He knows about quacks, and putting a stethoscope around a duck doesn't make it a qualified person to come on Fox and to tell you what's going on. So when 99.95% of the doctors are telling you that the shot is safe, and even if 1 in 7 million people are dying, or 1 in a million people are dying that were vaccinated or got a hemorrhoid or got a fucking brain aneurysm, they don't even know if the shot had anything to do with it. Those are just the numbers. 1 in 7 million people. I'm sorry, 7 in 7. So I don't give misinformation. 7 in 7 million women who took Johnson & Johnson's. That's not even Pfizer's and Moderna and a couple others that are out there. 7 out of 7 million women, 18 to 35. So that rules out a whole shitload of us. Nobody here is a woman. I don't even know if we have any women watching the show tonight. But
Mango's
well, she's in here. But they developed, I just noticed that, but they developed blood clots. Okay. Well, we don't know. They might have developed blood clots anyway. They haven't done
it was
enough
also they were on birth control.
Well, I never even heard that. I
It was
didn't hear that every one of those. I did not hear that every one.
It was women under 40 on birth control. It was a very
18,
narrow.
It was 18 to 35, and a lot of women 18 to 35 are. So it would naturally factor in that many of those 18 to 35. I don't know if every one of them was
right,
but maybe every one of them that developed the blood clot. It might be more due to the birth control pill, which 1 in a million getting that. Okay, that's understandable. But the odds are 2 in 100 that if you're not vaccinated, or if you've only got one shot. And even one shot helps you. But the worldwide numbers is like 2.2%. So we'll just round it. We'll round down. We'll say 2. We won't round up and say 3. That 2, and if you want to round up, we'll say 3. Either way, 2 to 3 out of every 100 people that get COVID are dying. But that's under old COVID. We don't have enough numbers under this new variant, which they say is 1,000 times more likely to spread, multiplies itself 1,000 times faster in your body, because the virus is always looking for a way to survive. The only way it survives is finding unvaccinated people. Guess who the unvaccinated people are? There's 7 states clumped together plus Florida off to the right-hand side. So you got 8 states that are just pumping out the fucking virus like you won't believe. Those people travel, those people go to other states, and those people infect other people. Yes, if you are double vaccinated, you still can get COVID. You're just most likely 99%, 99.5%, you're not going to die or have to go to the hospital and get a ventilator.
You can carry it too.
Well, that's what I mean, getting COVID,
right.
or you can spread it and never even know you have it. I've been double vaccinated. I could be asymptomatic. I could possibly be spreading it and not even fucking know. So that's why when I was at Kroger today, I was wearing a mask. When I got my haircut today, it was mandatory you wear a mask. They made Chris go back to the car and get one. When Chris went to the animal clinic today to take Choco in for her checkup, had to come back to the car, had to get a mask. So the state of Kentucky, of Kentucky is cracking down.
I'm a main eventer, and he said check your PayPal.
And I'll do that as soon as I'm done. PayPal ain't going anywhere. I'll be checking it. But that's the misinformation they're spreading. There's not one person that's died. Not one person's gone to the hospital or been put on a ventilator who was double vaccinated. That's bullshit. That is numbers from Johns Hopkins, which I quoted, which angered Disco Inferno because he thought Johns Hopkins was a guy that starred in some fucking movie somewhere. He didn't realize it was actually an accredited hospital. That normally when they say shit, that's what you listen to. That's by the CDC. That's by the World Health Organization. And when any of us in here, and this ain't because I'm smart, like I told you a long time ago, I listen to smart people. And
get the next clip.
You all take over. Let me see what the fuck's going on.
Welcome back to Pesci Wears Flower Colors, starring Christopher Schmidt.
Pesci, you look like Hunter S. Thompson and Fear and Loathing.
I might retire after today. Imagine
you need all you need is the cigarette holder and some round.
The streets have called.
All right, don't forget, we got donations for the Bale J. Hudson now, the Mississippi Mudhound, banjo playing, mayo eating.
Main eventing and donating, it looks like. Thanks. Hi, Lindsay Mans. Hello, Tim Lee. Thanks for coming to my house the other day. I wish you would have been able to come by. Why that? What up?
I noticed Finn Hameen's in here.
I didn't kill the Jake bit. Jake's back. You guys just don't even know it yet. Me and Schmidt we'll get Jake back. Whether it costs us $1 million, Jake will be back in uniform by the start of the season. Love you, Jake. What up, Gonzalez? I wonder how many people are watching on Facebook. Not that many people in here tonight. I'm surprised they wouldn't want to see Kenny rant about. A lot of good clips. Disco's coming up. We got Tucker.
Oh, we got Fucker Carlson.
Tatum. We got the black conservative. We got all.
Hey, do we have? Did you put any Trump
If
clips in there?
No Trump.
Really?
Week 1, 0 Trump.
Okay.
Why give him Trump? You know he hates him. I want to give him guys like
true.
conservative twins where it's not just all daggers forward. Some of these guys, maybe he will agree with a couple things here and there. I'll eventually.
Hey, I know who you need to get. You need to get some like Alex Jones clips and some shit like that too.
Yeah, Jake Gertie recommended that. Jake Hudson, very smart man. Love you, Jake.
Happy birthday to Jake.
Saying happy birthday. He should have got my shirt today.
What is he? 28 going on 58?
Hawaiian Punch-O became a member tonight. I got to bring that back up. We got to wax on, wax off tonight.
Let's see. The show won't be. The show is on Facebook. It's on Facebook. He did the YouTube members only for the AEW thing last night.
Yeah.
The Pesci Club.
Oh, yeah.
Pesci copying the Bolin who copied the Bullet Club, allegedly, theoretically.
You were up from Schmidt.
Do what?
I just had my hair cut by fucking a celebrity barber.
Well, I saw the video.
Celebrity barber tonight.
Well, I know Trump is gone, Sheriff. I was just saying clips to make Kenny rant. There's plenty of them, you know what I mean? That was all. It's for the entertainment. I don't give a shit about this stuff personally. It's all stupid distraction bullshit, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's like chess. Shout out to Risk Taker. Giving me the shirt and the hat with my haircut tonight.
You don't have any hair to cut. You're like me. Actually, I cut my own hair today.
Smoking on that Jay Drake tonight.
Oh, that Mississippi mud. That Mississippi mud. That's a new strain.
We got Sheriff in the build.
We have the Jake the Viking strain and the Mississippi Mudhound strain coming out.
Jake! Come under your Who Gaming account.
Donate towards the Jake Hudson bail.
Okay, who was it that earlier told me to check my PayPal? Because I got his real name in here, but I want to put his donation over.
Jim K.
Jim K, thank you very much. Very nice donation.
Better tonight. Bought a main event badge.
What's that?
He bought a main event badge.
$25.
Oh, he bought a main event badge too? Okay, that's great.
Punch a hole badge.
He just donated $50. Very nice donation.
Jake Hudson bail fund is coming on.
No, I think that was the Kenny Bolin go out and get you any fucking thing you want to eat fund. I don't think he cares about Jake. Wait a minute. Let me read. If it says for Jake, we'll count it towards Jake. Otherwise, you got to say it's for Jake. Otherwise, like every thumbs down, I get $20. So please keep those thumbs down coming. I've made some bank the last 2 or 3 nights on all those thumbs down.
Now wait a minute.
Created by 1 or 2 people. So keep them coming. Bring them on, bitches. Hang on here.
We're gonna
every thumbs down, I keep $20. Every thumbs up, I donate 20 to the Filipino typhoon victims.
If you see him on his phone, he's giving himself thumbs down.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I've got 600 accounts too. I'm gonna load up tonight. Oh, this is just sad news, Pesci. This is just sad.
What?
Jim Keys donated $50, and it does not say for Jake. There's no mention of Jake from State Farm.
Well,
yeah, I've got him in the cage, so I'm going to leave him.
I might have to sum it up, mother.
Yeah.
I think she just pulled something she needed to stretch.
Yeah, she got a little smile on her
So I
face.
would try to keep that.
And the stitches look fine according to you and your mom?
Yeah, they look fine. Also,
Okay.
I gave you her antibiotics and her sleeping medicine. I give her her sleeping pills and her antibiotics. Just put it in peanut butter to take.
Gotcha.
Give them to her at night.
Rat.
3 times a day, morning, noon, and night.
I thought you said she was out.
No, she's on her pain medicine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just like
Well, it's a good thing you brought that down.
In actuality.
the sleeping meds.
All right, we're getting updates on Choco. She's been a little sore today.
Where's Choco?
I'm just giving them money updates. Kane asked
Choco's not wearing the cone anymore?
About 6 hours later, give her one before you go to bed. Give her one.
Hey,
All right.
King, ain't no fun when Pesci's got the gun.
All right. Just close it tight.
All
All right. Yeah, so the only donation in PayPal so far has been Mr. Keys, 50. Unfortunately, just says nothing. Says not. Can I do? Oh, yes, Mr. Hazelwood. Did you get a raise, and can you donate 10 grand to keep him off?
My mom just
I
texted.
tell you what.
She wants converted.
If a $500 donation comes in here tonight to keep Jake off, it's all over. We just stop it right there. What are you showing me?
What my mother just sent me?
What did your mom just send you?
She said convert that money to get that guy Jake out because she loves
Too
him.
late. That money's already been counted towards the other fund. No, that's
What that money is?
that's already been converted. You cannot reverse the decision on donations.
Tell people what that amount is by the end of the night.
I'm sorry, Miss Pesci. You blew it. That'll teach you to donate early. That'll teach you to donate early.
Well, at least shout out the number then.
Well, so far, we haven't raised anything for poor little Jake because
I thought why that? Wait a minute.
That Pesci money, and assuming that we do get the 125, and then that now we got 250 for Filipino Typhoon and Flow. We got Mango Jennifer needing. We got Mango needing an electric bill paid. We got Mango needing groceries.
Shout out the full amount.
What's that?
It's more than 125.
I've already seen it. I said I will count the extra. I will count the 15 extra towards the free Jake fund. I will do that. But the other money has already been donated, calculated. The advisors and the financiers have it. It's out of my control. There's nothing I can do.
That's fine.
They've already got that money. They've already.
If you notice my name, it was Bowling Services
and
Wealth Management.
just in case y'all were getting all jacked up and excited about Jake from State Farm getting out of jail, there it is. My donation goes to the king. I don't think the fans want him out. I think only 2 or 3 marks in here: the Pesci, the Schmidt, and the Wydat. I think you're the only 3 that want him out of jail.
Hey,
now Wydat did say that he would donate. I think he said. And I told him I'd even count his dog food as a donation. I think the sheriff thought that the bowling character is who I was on the phone today when I was chatting with him on my free time. I said, I tell you what, Wydat, I'll just let the fans know that you donated $30 because he's going to bring dog food over here and he's going to donate $10 to free Jake. I said, well, we'll just tell him you donated 30. He says, no, King, you tell him I brought dog. I said, hey, calm down, fucking sheriff. I got this fucking shit. I'm going to count your fucking dog food towards the free Jake fund if he brings it. He might get mad. He's liable to get mad tonight, not even bring the dog food.
Ohio man, hold back on that donation.
If Ohio man labels Jake's name, then all right. But you got to put free Jake in your donation. Okay. When you donate it here, you got to donate free Jake. And Jim Keys basically said, fuck Jake. I don't want him on the show. Hazelwood's willing to counteract anything you all raise.
Say fuck Jake?
Free Jake from these chains.
Right. King works hard every night, Timmy Lee. I don't know where you've been. King showed up last night prepared to do about 18 minutes worth of podcasting. I was here for 2.5 fucking hours because Pesci started rolling a bunch of clips of stupid fucking people. Got me mad. We gave him a teaser of what was going to happen tonight. So no, those 2, I don't even know what those guys' names are. I do not watch them because one is ugly and the other one wants to look like the other one. And they're kind of on our side, but they're basically blowing themselves. They want to act like they got fucking information no one else has got. They ain't got shit no one else has got. There have been some famous people do their show. I forgot who. I don't know. I think David Letterman did their show.
Pretty famous, King.
Yeah, David Letterman. Well, David, I've been more relevant than David Letterman for about the past 12 years.
They are comics. They are comics.
Oh, well, they're not very funny. Because when you spread disinformation and you're telling people that get vaccinated are dying is an absolute 100% fucking lie. Dr. Fauci will back that up. The CDC will back that up. There might be people double vaccinated get killed in a car wreck up here on Bardstown Road. But they ain't dying of fucking because they got a shot. So just
Roll
fucking
clip
tell
2, Pesci.
the shit. There is no clip 2.
Yeah, there is.
Well, it's a black
Jake.
screen's what I got, but I'll throw
What
it.
is everybody doing this morning? What's going on, Glenn? How you doing?
Jesus.
I'm
Oh,
good.
Jesus.
Out of black screen on our
Life is good.
Ohio man for Jake.
Anything new?
Yeah, I see $10.
Nah, just busy at work.
Life getting back to normal in Vegas.
Totally back to normal in Vegas.
No, it's not.
But I swear to God, I'm cracking up this week, and maybe we could talk a little bit about this on timeout. But I'm reading with bro, we're now afraid of a new strand in India.
Of course, it's all ridiculous.
Bro, they're gonna new strand us until they think they're gonna get every single person vaccinated, bro.
You got people like Kenny Boland that's wearing a mask and he's vaccinated and worried about the Republicans still. He thinks it's like something's going to happen. These people don't know can't comprehend math. I mean, all you got to do is look at the numbers in the charts and say this is done.
Right.
We're over it. We're almost down. Even Fauci said when Rand Paul was blistering him in the Senate hearings a couple of weeks ago, however long ago it was, right, or whatever the hearings were. Fauci said he would want to get down to under 10,000 cases a day, right? And that's like super low, right? But bro, we're already down to it's almost like down to 14. National in the whole nation, 14,000 cases
In the whole nation?
Yeah, but look at the U.S. coronavirus numbers. Just like the last one, the thing here was 15,000 cases.
That's
We're under 20,000 a day.
Bro, can I ask you?
Out of 330 million people, that's nothing.
We'll talk about this on timeout. Can I ask you a question?
Selfish bitch.
There you go.
Selfish bitch.
Get rid of it now.
Is that it for that one?
Yeah, that's it for that one, buddy.
Okay, that's
Great.
You got
That's-
people like
that's-
Kenny Boland wearing a mask. I was gonna die.
that's the definition of a selfish bitch.
That's already cute.
Yeah, well, let me handle this fucking clip first. I see the goddamn clips. Hang in there. I don't even know where to begin with this one. That's just being a selfish little bitch whore, is all that is. Well, Fauci said, let's get under 10,000. Well, we're already down to 14. Well, guess what? I don't know when that clip played, but guess what? It's now going back up. The state of Florida accounts for 20% of all infected people in the United States. I wonder why. What's Florida filled up?
That's
Will you let me fucking answer the goddamn question? Quit interrupting me. Jesus Christ. I see the goddamn next fucking clip. Let me say my shit. If you keep interrupting me, the show's never going to fucking end. Thank you, boss man. I'll check PayPal in a little bit. So, yeah, 20% of these countries' infections are coming from the state of Florida, and they're not even counted for the Psycho 7 that are all connected together, where Arkansas is trying to end mask mandates, Texas trying to end it, because they're trying to appeal to the Trump supporters. And this is what kills me. The man who got COVID, who has been said would have died if he did not have experimental drugs to save his fucking ass. He was barely able to get to the goddamn helicopter. They said, you go to the helicopter and fly. What was it? What hospital did they fly him to?
Walter Reed.
Walter Reed. You go to the helicopter today, because if you sit around here for another 3 days without being treated, you're not going out walking upright. You're going out on a fucking stretcher, and you probably won't have enough energy to hold a thumb up in the air as you lay on your stretcher. That's what they told him. That's what insiders are saying, that he had to be begged to go in 3 or 4 days early to get checked for COVID. And when he got there, he was in horrible shape, and they had to use experimental drugs that the rest of us don't have access to. Some of us, well, I want to wait for the FTC to approve it. Well, Trump didn't wait for no fucking FTC. They said, yeah, we got some experimental shit here. It might work on you. It ain't hydroxychloroquine. It's not Lysol. It's not Clorox. But we got some shit here that might help you. Do we have permission to use it? What did Trump do? You goddamn right, motherfucker. Hit me with it. Let's try it. And apparently whatever they used on him did a good job. But if I get sick and get that, I'm not going to get it. Pesci ain't going to get it. Schmidt's not going to get it. Vince Russo ain't going to get it. And Disco Inferno sure as hell ain't going to get it. They'll kick him out.
Jake.
I'm quite aware. I see the donations.
How did you miss them? I was just making sure.
No, I got a fucking screen bigger than yours. I see the goddamn donations. Thank you, Sir Joseph. You donated your own $5 and then put your own donation over. It does say for Jake. So we've raised a whopping $15 for Jake. People hate him. They don't want him back on this show.
All right. Well, then
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
We're up to 40. Oh, check your PayPal. Boss man said.
Also, the Jim K money does not count towards Jake.
He just
No.
said that money's for the king. He does. As a matter of fact, he wanted to donate more to make sure that it did not count for Jake.
That's
Yeah. It's right there. I'm not making this shit up.
I just said document.
Yeah, it's right there. But
Check
let
your
me do the
PayPal.
thing. Let me do the thing, and then you get my Cash App. I don't have your Cash App yet. Let me finish my story, and then I will check all the incoming donations. Jake will get every dollar allocated to getting him out of jail. He's so far locked up. He's down in the bowels of the White House right now, down where Trump hides when people march to the Capitol. Only that's when Antifa marches. So, what was that? Oh, Russo.
Donation.
So Russo, he's just not going to let me do it. I got a big screen here, Pesci, that lights up in colors.
Shut up.
Let me
Wow.
fucking do the goddamn. Will you smoke something? Will you fucking smoke something and let me do this?
Sorry.
Jesus. Smoke something. Goddamn. Calm down, Pesci.
He won't. I'll make sure he catches the donations. I promise. I'm watching.
Yeah. So,
Russo.
my God.
Russo.
I'm hard enough to stay focused as it is.
Right.
And then you got Pesci up there chirping about every goddamn thing except for the bird that just
Right.
shit on his
So,
dog or
I
something.
didn't expect Russo to say that, but as you were saying,
I didn't expect Russo to say I would, and we'll probably get that clip a little bit later. Bro, I'd rather get COVID than to get the vaccination. What is?
We got it.
His father's 80-something years old. We got what?
the clip.
So clip you want. We got
Oh, okay. Well,
Russo.
I figured we did.
I got a lot of juice.
You told me we were loaded with that shit. I assumed it made the cut. So I'm very disappointed. I expect Disco Inferno to be a blithering idiot. I expect him to be an uneducated moron. He gets his news from one source. He won't even and then when he sends me a rebuttal, it'll be from misinformation.com. And they say, I said, what? It tells you they're full of fucking shit right in their goddamn website. And his own fans, both of them, call him out on all of his ignorance. And they say, dumb fuck. Kenny is quoting Johns Hopkins, and you're sending websites that nobody's ever fucking heard of and posting it as fucking facts. And I explained to him, Disco, I can do a search on Google and says Disco Inferno is a child molester. Disco Inferno snorts coke. Disco Inferno was a lousy wrestler. And I bet you something will come up under all three categories, especially Disco Inferno sucked as a wrestler. I bet you there's 1,000 fucking websites. That doesn't mean it's true, or does it? And then, but no, you give me something from an accredited source when you're trying to fucking quote somebody or quote something. And well, Fox says, or AON says, okay, so you got two extreme right-wing organizations who didn't cover the Surgeon General the other day when he was telling people what to do, don't cover the CDC, don't cover Johns Hopkins, don't cover Jen Psaki, don't cover the president when he speaks, which all the other networks did when Dumbfuck was speaking. So you're getting this obscure, distracted views from one or two channels, and I don't know anybody in here that even has access to AON. I don't even know anybody that's got access to it. I can get it, but I got to go through Roku and go through like 1,000 channels to find AON. Didn't even know I had it. If I could delete it from my channel, I would, but I don't know how to do that. So no, it is just bullshit as usual from these. But let Russo's dad come down with COVID at 80-something years of age, and let's see if Russo sings the same tune. And if they do, then they should get in the Mormon religion, form their own fucking views, marry into each other, and just stick to yourselves and keep the fuck away from her. And Russo's right. They're talking about this freedom shit. You have the freedom to die. You have the freedom to infect yourself and to kill yourself. You can even kill your kids and your immediate family if you want to. What you don't have the right to do is not to be vaccinated, wander out in public without your mask, walk into Kroger or wherever y'all shop out in Colorado and infect others that are immune deficient, not eligible for the shot. Children 12 and under are not eligible as of right now, and children are dying. There's 12 kids in Mississippi right now that was just on the news the other day that probably are not going to make it. They're on ventilators. It's not good. And if you don't want to listen to me, you don't want to listen to the nurses and doctors who have hospitals filled. Well, COVID ain't real. It's no different than the flu. Well, what are they going to do? They're going to come to our houses and take our Bibles. They're trying to come to our homes and give us shots. They're trying to tell us to put this shit in our body. Guess what? They're going to make mandates to where if you keep your job, you have to get vaccinated. Guess what? When I went to school, had to get a mumps shot, had to get a measles shot, had to get a TB shot. There's 1 or 2 other shots we had to get. We had to get like 5 fucking shots, or guess what? We couldn't go to school, couldn't go to public school. Why is COVID any different? And no, we've been having the common cold. We've been having the flu in this country for God knows how many motherfucking years. Never did I see nurses and doctors crying because they're overworked, they're overstressed, that they're having to hold people's hands, and they're the last people that person sees because they have to be quarantined, and that their relatives can't even come in and say goodbye to them. I saw a mom today who was a nurse, a 40-year-old nurse. Her 61-year-old mother just died. I heard Disco bragging, I eat right. I eat good foods. I work out every day. Why should I have to pay the price? Well, this woman worked out every day, was an exercise enthusiast. 61-year-old woman. Not too many people do I think look as good and are as pretty as me at age 61. This woman was. She dropped dead. Why? Because she refused to get vaccinated, and her daughter was crying. She says, I did not push her hard enough to get vaccinated. Her father was also refusing to get vaccinated. This nurse, who is a mom, roughly 35 or 40 years old, give or take, went home, saw her dad. She says, Dad, shit ends today. Mom just died. I was holding her hand when she died. You're getting vaccinated. I'm not going through this shit again. I'm seeing interviews. Now, of course, Fox News ain't going to fucking play them. AON ain't going to play them. You're not going to see them. If you want to see them, watch anybody fucking else. Well, they created COVID to get Trump out of office. Oh, the whole world decided to come up with COVID to get Donald Trump out of office. Well, what a fucking master plan. I guess it worked. Well, people in India have this variant. Guess what? When those people are not getting vaccinated, 1%, 2% in the Philippines, 1%, 2% in India, and they get infected, that disease knows no borders. It does not know state borders. Now, it's looking like it now because your clump of Republican states are all right down there together, and you got 7 states that are just supplying the country with COVID right now. Guess what? It knows no borders. Those 7 states filled with 40% dumb fucks, maybe 50 and 6% in some cases, that think they know more than doctors and nurses, scientists and researchers, John Hopkins, the CDC, the World Health Organization. These dumb fucks who barely got out of high school in some cases, they know more than all those people. I want my freedom. You can't even walk into a restaurant without a fucking shirt and shoes on, and you think you got freedom. You can't go to a public school without all those fucking vaccination shots. No. This is worse. People are not filling hospitals up with the common cold. People are not filling hospitals up with the fucking flu. Flu was down last year because everybody, well, not everybody, but most of us were wearing a mask.
Call it COVID instead.
Do what?
Yes. I was just.
What did you just say?
Because they called it COVID instead. I don't know if that's true. That's just a crack up humor.
Well, if you don't know it's true, don't say it. That would be a good idea.
Well, there wasn't
because
any school in session. There was no people gathering.
Actually, some of your fan base, all 3 of them, might think, "Oh, goddamn, Pesci says that the flu basically became COVID." No, fucking no. None of my family has ever died of the fucking flu before. I've had 14 family members die over the last year and a half. Wasn't from the fucking flu. It was called COVID-19. I saw Wydat posting here a minute ago. I'd have bitch slap him. I'd get up early tomorrow and bitch slap him for posting so stupid. At least he put a question mark. People in car wrecks are dying of COVID. At least he put a question mark. Shut up, Wydat. You fucking know better. You of all people ought to fucking know better than to post something like that. Why don't you go watch Disco Inferno's podcast? Oh, that's right. He doesn't have one. He tags along on everyone else's. He probably doesn't even know how to fucking log on, would be my guess. I'm ashamed of him. I'm fucking ashamed of him. I thought he was a friend. I thought he had some sense. I thought he had fucking common sense. I thought he could do math, but he can't. He can't. He absorbs the information from the news sites he wants to get, does not care about others, doesn't care about people's mental health. Oh, no. Tough it up, little black bitch. Tough it up. I noticed the people that he badmouthed happened to be black. They claimed that they had mental health issues. They claimed that they were suicidal. Simone Biles was molested by her coach and her doctor. Yeah, I think I would fuck with some people. My uncle tried to fuck me when I was a kid. He just tried and it wasn't successful, but he tried. That fucked with me for a long time. But my mental status is probably a little stronger than a lot of people's. I handle shit a little bit differently than most. But I'm surrounded by a lot of people that don't handle shit very well. Counting my immediate family, counting my daughter-in-law, counting my son, counting some of his relatives, counting many of you who write me in my inbox and tell me the shit that you all go through. I'm fortunate. It didn't fuck with me too bad. Had he been successful, it would have probably fucked with me real goddamn bad. I never said a word about it to anybody till the day he died. That's when I said, well, he tried. He tried. So I'm not crying that he's dead today.
Hell no,
because if he tried with me, God knows how many other people he tried with. But I was fighting an uphill battle. They weren't Trump supporters back then, but they were of that ilk. And
I'd have danced an Irish jig on his fucking grave.
Little old 10-year-old Kenny would have never convinced anybody in the Rising family that this guy did what he tried to do.
Either one you want, Kenny.
What's that?
Either one you want, I'll punch up down there. I punched up 2 for you.
All right. So let me check the donations real quick. Let me grab my iPhone. Let me kick out a second, give y'all a chance to blow
I have
yourself.
a total of the donations so far, so whatever.
Well, hang on. Well, I'm going to go get my iPhone and see what's come in. I got to see where all this shit's going.
All right.
Hang on. I don't know. Is this all of a sudden the Mountain Timer show? I haven't noticed that there's one. I Google search it and I didn't see it come up.
You knew this was coming tonight.
I didn't expect it from him.
Not you.
He's a troll. He's the ultimate troll.
The ultimate troll.
I'm saying
my show. I talk about what the fuck I want. You don't like it, you can leave, along with anybody else that don't like it.
To rile people, to make.
He ain't riling nobody up. He's showing his ignorance. Do not on a night tonight on topics this fucking serious. Don't you fucking tell me what goddamn topic to talk about. That goes for you or anybody else like you. You don't like it, go somewhere else, because this is what this show is going to be about tonight. Don't like it, go away, bitches. I don't care. Could care fucking less. So I'm going to kick out for a second.
There'll be some funny stuff.
Make sure to give me a thumbs down on the way out so I can pocket $20 more too.
Thumbs down from me.
So let me go get my iPhone because it's easier for me to fuck with than this goddamn Android. And I'll be back 2 or 3 minutes. Y'all do your shit. Anybody don't like this show, fucking go do something else tonight because this is what this show is going to be about tonight. I said I'll be back.
Thanks,
He didn't say
I'll be back.
Though. Hawaiian Punch-A-Ho. That has been that way forever.
Brad, wrong though, Brad. You knew that was what it was going to be about tonight. I don't understand why you're upset.
Yeah, that's because that's Mountain Timer being a troll. He's trying to piss you off.
What are you talking about on a Thursday, Brad?
Well, that's just Mountain Timer being a troll to try to upset you, and it's working. So ignore him. But Punch-A-Ho, I've been saying that forever, and not like in some racist way.
The stuff he would want.
But not in some racist way. I've said that forever. That sure there should be. There's always been migrant workers, all that shit. But do what?
What'd you think of the clips I brought so far? 2.
Yeah, good ones.
2 ones.
Yeah, they're good. I figured they would be. The border has always had migrant workers that come from Mexico to the U.S. and vice versa. If you go back in the old history from the early 1900s, 1800s, but I've always said, like how they had what's the place, Ellis Island and other areas like that where immigrants come through. Everybody needs to be checked because if some motherfucker comes in here with a biological agent that they goddamn got with them, or a motherfucker got Black Plague or TB or whatever the fuck. They need to be treated for that shit before they're allowed in the country. I don't care if they're here. Don't get me wrong, but motherfuckers need to be. That's just common health. We don't have health care. That's the problem. I mean, there's no mental health care. There's no physical fucking health care. It's like it's just like
the disco clip that was tweeted to him.
What
that disco clip's old, and I think Bolin was tweeted in it.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense.
Showed me that clip. Mountain Timer a long time ago.
But it's like if you don't have the healthcare system that we have, the shittiest health, we're the greatest country, #1, except we're like number 20 in like living
number one.
and
Why that? Where you at? Why that?
no,
Numbers our country. We're number one, baby.
Well, that's what people want to say. Just because we say it, don't make it true. Just like Ric Flair says, he's the god Space Mountain. Don't make him the greatest. I mean, I love Rick, but
USA.
Trust me, if you went to Norway, you'd be like, "Fuck, I ain't never going back to that place."
Norway, and I don't have $1 million. I live in the land. The
Well,
land
I know.
of opportunity, Cleveland,
Well, if that's what you want to call it these days,
the home of fucking
the former home of
one of Kenny's best friends, Jerry the King Lawler.
Yep,
The home
Lawler.
of fucking Pete Rose.
Cleveland, the land of the Guardians. Is that what they are now?
Yeah,
Hey,
Cincinnati.
I did a video of the Guardians on the bridge yesterday.
Cincinnati is the home of Pete Rose, bro.
Guardians on the bridge.
Well, you know what? You ain't got a badge, and I don't need you. Hang on here a second. Hang on here a second.
I know. Hey, don't ban him. We know who he is.
Hang on a second. No, I got this.
We know he's a regular. He's a regular.
There you go.
5 minutes.
Yeah, here's 5 minutes.
Bowling.
Don't ever come. Everybody needs bowling. I'm the only fucking
real
smart
quick.
person in the goddamn
Don't tell me
planet.
who's the guy who comes into my chat that says he knows him. I want to make sure.
Oh, I'm talking like a commie stooge because I said if you went to Norway, you'd never want to come back here because they have the best living, the best
Tommy
insurance.
Stooge, why Dad's got a lot of that Trump.
They're part of NATO.
Why Dad's got a lot of that. I don't know where that Trump penis is, but it's in one of his orifices, and he's doing all the talking points.
Is Rob Steele real?
Yes.
Ban him. It's Jake. Which him? Which one is it? Hazelwood.
No, he's talking about the guy.
Number one, Mountain Timer said he had somewhere to go. Yeah, you're only going to get lectures on here because a lot of you are too fucking stupid. Not a lot of you. Some of you. Now, I'm not going to mention names, Sheriff Whiteat. Some of you just aren't smart enough to comprehend fucking real facts and figures when they hit you in the face. You want to go to Fox News or AON or Facebook and get your news. Well, fuck that. I absorb everything. I learn from people smarter than me. That's why I listen to Johns Hopkins, the CDC, the Surgeon General. What's the other one? The World Health Organization. And then you listen to all of them. Yeah, sometimes we're not going to agree. Guess what? We're dealing with a fucking disease that changes pretty much monthly. Well, God, in India, they got another variant. Guess what? That variant, they told you, well, if we don't get our shit together, that variant will be here. Guess what? It's here. Guess what? They're enforcing masks just about all over Kentucky today. I got my hair cut today. Had to wear a mask to go get it done. Happy to do so. Ain't no fucking big deal. People spreading anything. I'm talking. Went to the animal clinic today. Had to wear a mask. Went to Kroger today. Didn't have to wear a mask. But guess what? About 85% of us were. 85. Everybody in Kroger that was working had a mask. Guess what? I'm sure that was Kroger mandated. Kroger supports Trump. They're Trump supporters. That's why we quit shopping there. But they had some things I needed today, so I had to cave in. But 80 to 85%, there's no mask mandate at Kroger. You can walk in there without a mask. Don't show a card. Might be vaccinated, might not. But but this community looks out for ourselves. We don't listen to stupid fucks. We look out for each other. So we wear the mask. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? If you're terrified of a goddamn shot, all right, then stay the fuck home. Stay away from people. You're right. You have the right not to get vaccinated, but you don't have the right to go to public schools unvaccinated. You don't have the right to just walk in and infect anybody you want. You're not smarter than the doctors. You're a bunch of dumb fucks. That would be me included. So if you're a dumb fuck about a certain topic or subject, listen to people that are smarter than you. Now, apparently the sheriff doesn't like to do that. Sheriff says, Kenny, even if you piss me off tonight, and I said, I will always drop off $10 at your door and I'll still drop off dog food. Trust me, I'll pull through. Somebody will show up here and bring me a bag of dog food if you elect not to. Well, we've already made more than $10 tonight. By the way, a boss man donated $50. I would like to say that nowhere in his donation did it mention Jake's name. So we're getting big donations in here basically to keep Jake out.
All right, boss man. Can you specify, was that donation for Jake?
And he can type it right here. All I know is that boss man donated $50.
Really special for me the other day that helped
and
out.
And boss man has a badge.
Hold on. I could even auction off the one and only whatever color this is.
Yeah, you
bad.
bitch. You fucking stole that when I told you not to take the red one.
Digger,
You
those
little-
coming
you bitch. I should come over there and just beat your ass on camera, on your own camera, because you took the only red bag. Have you gotten an update from your little buddy that was also blocked from this show? Well, I'm sure is in here under some fucking name. Are these personalized badges coming or not? Because I frankly,
I don't think so. I thought they were already sent.
so no, well, they're not here. So apparently,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
he makes
maybe
all
not.
these things and then weasels out of fucking sending them because I had to snap a knot in his ass.
Well, I don't know.
Why Dad will never last this whole show anyway. He goes to bed at like 7:30. I'm shocked he's still in here.
Yeah, he's like 78 years old still.
Shout out to Ice Cream. Ice Cream's in here somewhere, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Kim. Now, Kim, I'm glad she's up here. Beautiful black woman, dear friend of mine, immune compromised. She catches shit pretty easily. Conan catches shit. Well, go ahead, Pesci. I'm trying to put this girl over, but go ahead. Is your screen frozen? Why is your fucking hand up?
Fuck, man. My fucking
Boy, this is like being between the worst two ADD cases in the world.
Yeah, why don't you get your shit together? Allow me to talk about my dear friend Kimberly here. Preach, King. Preach. Well, yeah, you got to preach to some people.
Oh, look at Boss Man's comment. I agree with that, Boss Man, but she's my future ex-wife, so you get to be the second future.
My $50 is to be used to bring ice cream to the U.S. I went to Kroger today, and we have all kinds of ice cream here. Just about any goddamn kind you can name or drop. There's plenty of it here, Boss Man. We don't. I mean, if you need your 50 back, ice cream's already made it to America. Oh, you mean the girl, that pretty little girl over in the Philippines? Are you want to send another 50? And we'll get Mango to come with the ice cream, and then we can mix the two together and just have all kinds of fun. And look at Jennifer. Now, Jennifer's exempt from having a badge because she's part of the people that we raise money for.
We're doing well on donations.
Mango Jennifer, I don't know. I'm so angry tonight. I haven't even really counted it yet.
Oh no, we are. I'm not even including like Mama Pesci's or whatever, but we're already up to where Mama Pesci has to match.
So Mama Pesci. Yeah, we've reached that point. We've reached that. Now, how much have we raised for Jake for State Farm and high ice cream? The men in here love the ice cream. They love the mango.
50 to release Jake.
And 15.
Whoa. Who sent 50 to release Jake? I haven't seen that one.
30 from Donald Lord.
Off my one.
I said I'd count his dog food. I'll count that 30.
All right, 30 from Donald
Lord.
Lord.
Lord thought I was trying to work everybody. No, Kenny, you tell him. No, hang on. Lord said, you tell them now $10 for Jake and the dog food. He says, even if I get pissed at you tonight, I'm not going to starve the dogs. And in all honesty, Christopher's gone for about 10 or 12 days, maybe longer. He's going to see a sick aunt in Boston. And we didn't have time to grab dog food today. So I got enough here to last a few days. But Don, I said, if you want to bring some dog food, that'll be a big help. I will count that as the donation. Wasn't trying to fucking work anybody. I'm as transparent as anybody fucking gets with these goddamn donations. That's why the thumbs up, $20 for the king. Thumbs down, $20 for the king. That means you want me to pocket the money. And if it's a thumbs up, then that's $20 for the Filipinos that were working.
Okay.
Why is he back in here? He just said he was leaving. Because I'm going to talk. Okay. This is not what this fucking show is about. God damn it! This is the Pesci clip show. I got 2 clips ready to go. Let's trying. Go. This is the whole show. You're at the wrong fucking show, Mountain Timer. Go get your baby bottle. Crawl under your bed. It probably rolled under there.
We're at 160.
Why are you talking? Crawl under the bed, Mountain Whiner. Get your alcohol in a baby bottle. Go to bed. Suck your little alcohol filled little baby bottle, and don't worry about this show tonight. That's what we're doing here tonight. Okay, Mountain Whiner, whiny little bitch.
All right.
What did Jim do? I donated 65 to Logic.
Yeah.
Counteracted that 50.
His 50. Well, his 50.
Jake is now $15 in the hole. This campaign has been a disaster. This is like Trump. This is like Trump backing that guy in Texas that didn't get voted in. Trump's opponent won. And this is what this has turned into. You all have tried. You thought you had this master plan. We're going to free Jake. You're $15 in the hole, thanks to Mr. Jim Keys here.
Okay, we're at
Jim Keys, excuse me.
Total from everybody.
And that doesn't count Mama Pesci, right?
Not include my.
Well, that's a good night. That's a good night.
165. 165.
Plus renewed his main event status. There's $24.95 again in the positive category.
If you want to throw that in there, we'll throw that's 185 or 190.
Well, yeah, of course we count membership. I saw a couple of memberships come up.
Punch you hose.
190 total just for tonight.
Pesci, you haven't got your shot yet, have you?
Huh?
You haven't got your shot yet, have you?
No.
Why?
Because
that ain't no fucking. Here, let me give you Pesci. Pesci, why ain't you got your shot yet?
Because he's a
that ain't an answer.
procrastinator.
That ain't an answer.
You want to hear my answer?
You didn't give me one. You shrugged your fucking shoulders.
Cut me off before you finish.
Well, no, you shrugged your shoulders, and then I said, "That's it." Go ahead, Pat. Why have you not got your shot yet?
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
All right.
Good enough reason.
Well,
Clip number 3.
I don't give fucking idiots a forum on this show. I've already gotten rid of one of those today. We're not going to see Disco Inferno on this show as badly as he wants to be on it. So why don't you not be a fucking idiot, being as you get canceled for me on a daily basis? And why don't for the people, why don't for your neighbors? I know you got a lot of Trump supporters up there, but why not for you and for me, go get your shot and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, go back and get another one? Can you do that for me? Will you do it for me?
I'll think about it.
No, you're not going to think about it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it because you're a grown fucking man. You've got the information. There's no you don't have any health reasons not to. There's a 1 in 2. I'm sorry, a 2 in 100, maybe even 3 in 100, depending what numbers are coming out with this new variant. That if you get COVID, you're going to die. That's odds I don't want to play with. If I had if 3 out of every hang on a minute. If 3 out of every 100 people walked out of their house on Cherokee Road today were going to die, guess what I'm not doing? Oh, so 3 out of 100 that leave their house are going to die today. You know what? I'm going to stay home today. I know that's 97% chance I'm not going to die, but you know what? I'm going to stay home today. We'll see what the odds are tomorrow. But it's 1 in a million chance the next day, or 1 in 7 million, that if I leave the house, I'm going to die. Well, I'll leave the house tomorrow. I'll take that one because 1 in a million is the odds. 1 in 7 million is the odds you can get hit by lightning. 1 in 7 million. Have you ever been hit by lightning, Pesci?
Nope.
I have almost been hit 3 times. I assume that because I'm an atheist, whatever's up there is looking for me. But he ain't very good because I've always been a pretty good sized target. You know, ever since I was a teenager, you know, about 212 pounds, even at 18, 19 years old. He ain't good. He couldn't hit me. So no, Pesci, don't risk that shit. And you hang around a lot of people that haven't been vaccinated. You're not vaccinated. You hang with people that aren't vaccinated. I'm talking. So be smart. You're on this show. Your mother's proud of you. Your mother made a big donation tonight. She's proud that you're on this little network here, the Bowling Alley. This is the network. I mean, the Realm Network is the Russo Network. Just call it the fucking Russo Network and get over it. Okay.
Bro, I didn't own that before, bro. There was other people.
Now, here's another thing Russo said before we get into the next clip. Russo said he's investing $10,000 of his own money to upgrade the website that he's been pissed about for however many years the Realm Network's been
lying because I've been given $5 and that bitch is the hardest one to use. It's a fucking joke.
Well, no, he says it's going to take 30 days to upgrade the site. He said this the same day that he said he would rather have COVID than to get the shot, but he's going to invest $10,000 of his own money. You said he's struggling to fucking get books and video games and record albums on his show.
No, he gets that shit.
But all of a sudden, and I know his viewership, I know what mine is, I know what donations come in here, I know what he gets, but all of a sudden he's got 10 grand to upgrade a web. I'm not calling you a liar, Vince, but why would you do that? I haven't invested a penny. I haven't invested a penny into my website. We go with Facebook. We go with Twitch for a while. We don't do that no more. We go with Periscope. We go with YouTube.
That's a ripped off.
We don't invest a penny, and no one ever has any trouble getting into the show until we try.
Richards.
Yeah.
Until we tried to do a members only show last night that only Mountain Timer could get into. I don't know why.
I couldn't get
all right, next clip, Pesci.
Me and Ohio Man couldn't watch last night because all of our comments were blocked, so we stopped watching.
All right, Pesci.
Whatever. All right, next clip. Here we go.
Here we go.
And yes, there you have yet another lie from Joe Biden. According to multiple reports, the Biden unemployment benefits are keeping workers home. And get this, the jobless rate, sadly, it just went up again. But according to Biden, well, who has, by the way, never actually worked in a business. He's been in the swamp, the sewer for what, 50 plus years, maybe 500, depending how you do math. Outside of Hunter's pay for play schemes, he did make money there. To be fair, we got to report all his income. We now know that he directly benefited from zero experience Hunter. Now, these greedy business owners just have to pay people more money. Okay, how much are other people willing to pay for a hamburger, cheeseburger, French fries? You know, between the lying, the insults, the stammering, the, confusion of Joe Biden, well, that town hall was, to say the least, tough to watch for the few people that actually watched it. One Washington Post reporter noted, quote, President Biden has said not a joke at least 7 times the past 30 minutes. In other words, it's not a joke, literally. Sad, but it's true. And this is your president. You decide again.
Oh my God!
Surprise,
surprise, surprise!
Not a joke. No, I'm not joking. Not a joke. Not a joke. Not a joke. Not a joke. I'm not joking.
Not a
It's
joke.
because he's talking about real shit.
Did you use cocaine?
These are my takes, not yours.
That was a moment during the campaign, one of the rare moments he left his basement bunker. I guess the only saving grace for the Biden administration is that very few people saw it. More people watched our town hall from Miami.
That's not
and
true.
look at this. The
That's not
auditorium for Joe was half empty. Wow. Doesn't look like a Trump rally in any way, does it?
Don't you like this?
And while many on the left would like to ignore Joe Biden altogether, well, it's way past time that the administration answers serious questions about the president's clear cognitive decline. It is no longer in dispute. But don't expect tough questions from the media mob. They will keep him in the media mob big tech protection program.
That's it.
All right. All right. Do you know what date that aired? Do you know the date of it?
July 22nd, I think it said on
July 22nd. Okay.
7
Number
days ago.
Anytime that Biden does a conference, they try to do everything they can to social distance. They're not jamming people in their elbow to elbow like they used to try at the Trump rally. Now, speaking of lying, Trump was documented. I mean, being as we're worried about lies, and show me a politician that doesn't in one way or another, or just will not answer your question. Trump was documented with over. Now, these are from newspapers and news organizations that would fact check everything that he put out to the American people. And not counting lies he told people that we don't know about. He was documented lying to the American public over 33,000 times in a 4-year period. I'm getting an echo from somebody. He was documented lying over 30. So Sean Hannity all of a sudden is concerned whether Joe Biden is lying or not. But he didn't seem to have a problem with Donald Trump telling 33,000, world record, by the way. They've been fact checking presidents' lies for a long fucking time. And nobody ever touched Trump passed the world record his first 6 months in office. He had already told more lies than any 8-year president ever, documented and fact checked. If we're worried about conjugative, what type of mental health is he in? Does he stammer and stutter through? There is about a 4-hour highlight reel of Trump on YouTube. I think there's 2 or 3 of them, of a highlight reel of all the words he misslurred, American Schlates of America. I'm sorry, the United Schlates of America. I know words, the biggest word. He's mispronounced every goddamn word there is. He cannot read. He cannot Yosemite. He thought Yosemite National Park was Yosemite and kept saying it over and over. It's not a joke. He has to say that because we've been used to a joke in office for 4 years. He has to say it's not a joke. This is serious, folks. I've heard him do it. I watch all the news conferences. Yeah, you have to say it's not a joke. I probably said it 7 times in 30 minutes on this show. We're not joking, you dumb fucks. Only Biden, unfortunately, can't say dumb fucks. He's also worried about how much money Joe Biden has made, that he hasn't worked a day in his life, 50 years as a politician, whatever, and that his son was unqualified, unexperienced for the job he got. How much experience do you think? What was Ivanka's fucking
Kushner?
Yeah, how much experience do you think Kushner had at whatever fucking title they gave him? He had every goddamn title in the White House at one a portion or another. Every one of his kids has leached off daddy's name or what name he had, which is biting them in the ass right now. Now you got Ivanka and Jared that are separating themselves from Donald Trump because of all the lies and bullshit that he's told. 61 courts in America said, no, there was no voter fraud. You're full of fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here. The Supreme Court said, don't even bring that fucking case here. With 3 of his appointed judges on it, mostly it's 6 Republicans and 3 Democrats, I think is the numbers. There's 9 on the Supreme Court, right? Six Republicans and 3 Democrats, and he still couldn't get them to fucking play ball with him and tell his fucking lie for him. So all of a sudden, Hannity's worried about lies. He's worried about conjugative, and he's worried about people getting jobs that they're not qualified for. Ivanka Trump, the first 3 months in office, got 61 China patents. You want to talk about somebody being in bed with China? All those MAGA hats that you all love to buy, Donald Lord, all those MAGA, all those ties and everything that Trump wears, every fucking one of them made in China. He doesn't even deny it. David Letterman called him out on his show. He says, Trump, where was that tie made you're wearing today? He looks at it and he shrugged his shoulder. He said, China. We looked it up. He said, they give me a good deal. Yep. Your MAGA hats, they're made in China.
He said, well, nobody here makes it.
I'm a good businessman. I got a great deal. So if he deals with China, gets his daughter 61 patents, and now she can't even sell the shit she got patents on because her name is fucking smeared. Her and Jared are trying to separate themselves from Trump. You won't be seeing them out on the goddamn campaign trail trying to. And then the last person that Trump tried to get in office just lost down in Texas, one of those congressional seats. Trump backed him. He got beat. Trump goes to Georgia, speaks for those fucking. And there was never a chance in hell that 2 senators from Georgia were going to be Democrat. Trump goes and pitches for the fucking 2 Republicans, and they get slaughtered. Not a chance. And Georgia's changing, folks. We're not even going to label Georgia in the dumb fuck category anymore. They're changing. North Carolina slowly changing. I don't know they're quite yet. I'm thinking 4 to 6 years, North Carolina is going to be a different place. South Carolina, I'm not holding a lot of hope for. Florida, it's never going to change because it's always going to be retired old white people that want to save every dime they can. Many of them retire and go there because they want to save their 2% tax cut that Trump gave them.
Texas as well. A lot of California people moving there.
Yeah, Texas is they're about as close to purple as you can get. And lots of foreigners that don't buy this shit, that have been shit on their entire lives by people like Trump, people in power, old white people. And no, Biden is too old to be president. I've said it a million times. Trump, way too old, too stupid, too white, too racist to be president. At least Biden's got a good heart. Let Kamala do the work. Oh, well, goddamn, King, you're going to have Kamala Harris as president or Kamala Harris as president by December. That's been the big prediction. Fine. She was my number 1 draft choice anyway. I have no problem voting for a black woman for president. And if Michelle Obama had run, I'd have voted for her, and I'd have voted for fucking Kamala to be the vice president for her. I'd have been happy with an all-black woman president. Oh, Sheriff Wydat just shit his pants when I said that. A black woman president and a black vice. Oh my God! And women. Oh my God!
Can I tell you a rumor? I don't know if this is true. That's why I'm bringing it up to you. Someone said the reason why Kamala did not run was they didn't want to put the money it was going to cost to do the campaign trail because they didn't know if they would beat Trump 100%. So you have Joe do it.
Repeat that again.
They said the reason why Kamala didn't run by herself is because they didn't know if beating Trump would have been a shoe-in on this election. So you have Joe Biden.
No, she didn't run by herself because she didn't win.
I heard. I don't know.
No, well, you heard wrong. She didn't win. We, the people, picked who we wanted to run against Trump. We knew Biden had a good heart. We knew he had a good following. We knew he could work with the other side. He got slaughtered in one of the states. I forget which one, and they already counted him out. He never had his chance in hell. But he went to South Carolina, and shockingly, he did very well in South Carolina. He got some endorsements from some key people in South Carolina, and then his campaign took off. So they counted him out because he was way down. He was like 3rd, 4th, or 5th when this thing started, but he gained momentum in South Carolina, and they took it over. No, it doesn't have anything to do with whether they thought Kamala or anybody else that was running. Fuck, I've done forgot who all was running. There's a shitload of them. We, the people, picked who we wanted to run for president. I was happy going with Kamala. She was my number one draft pick. I picked her long before they even said she was running. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's black. So at least we know black people are going to get a fair shake for once in their goddamn last several years.
You got your next clip, Pesci?
What?
Well, and I'll get to it. I'm not done covering this yet. So, but no, Pesci, you're saying, well, I heard. Well, I fact check. I document this shit. I didn't hear anything. I fact check shit. And you're saying I heard. Well, don't tell me what you heard. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you fact checked. I heard that Joe Pesci is actually a female.
I'm asking you.
I heard Joe Pesci is actually a female, but I should probably fact check that and just make sure that's not the case before I go around telling people that.
I identify as a real motherfucker.
All right.
Fake news.
Whatever works.
Well, I saw a comment here a second ago, and I'll get to that.
Punch a hoe.
No, not punch a hoe. We have talk shows. Dan, why you're in here quite a bit? Don't know why you don't have a badge. Don't know why you're in here without a badge. It's embarrassing. But I'll throw your comment up anyway. We have talk shows and we have news. Fox actually has some news. Cavato, very good newsman. Chris Wallace, very good newsman. Guess what? They don't blow Trump. They report the news. Shepard Smith, who was gay, and Fox didn't really care too much for that because he hid that from. I didn't know he was gay till he went to MSNBC. Yeah. You never heard a word about that when he was on Fox because they didn't want it getting out. They didn't want it getting on the news that one of their highest rated newsmen was gay. Oh my God, we'll lose viewers out the fucking ass if that happens. So when Shepard Smith was forced out of Fox because the Trump organization didn't want him in there because he wouldn't blow them, they actually sent who's that piece of shit? He's from Kansas or somewhere. God damn it, I can't think of his name. It's not Jim Barr. He's the attorney general. He's also writing a book exposing Trump for being a piece of shit. And no one fucking blew Trump's cock harder than fucking Jim Barr did. God damn, I can't think of his name. He's a big fat blowhard, arrogant fucking white guy. He went to one of the good schools, Harvard or something.
Not Rush Limbaugh.
No. This was an actual Trump administration. One of the top guys.
Bolton?
Pompeo.
Pompeo.
Pompeo. And
Pompeo.
Just an arrogant fucking bitch face piece of shit. But you have your news and you have your talk shows. CNN has news, Vincenzo. They got news during the day. But at night, you get Don Lemon. Don Lemon hates Trump with a fucking passion. You're never going to hear a good word about Donald Trump out of Don Lemon. Why? Because Don Lemon interviewed Trump, and Trump was a racist little bitch with him and talked down to him like Trump will do. And Don Lemon hated him from that point on. But Don Lemon is a talk show. He's an opinion show that leans left. Okay, that's fine. Chris Cuomo is the closest thing to a newsman who has an opinion show, but he will have anybody from any side. Don Lemon don't do that. Don Lemon does not have the opposing view on his show. I love Don Lemon, good guy. Him and Cuomo are like brothers, but Don Lemon is an opinion piece who gives his opinion, and you're never going to hear anything positive about the right if you listen to Don Lemon. Rachel Maddow. Well, guess what? She is a lesbian woman who has the #1 rated show on news television. She beats Cuomo. She beats everybody on Fox. She beats everybody. Old white men hate fucking Rachel Maddow. Probably many on the Democratic side hate Rachel Maddow because she is #1. People love her. They trust her. Unlike many other opinion shows on Fox, to where you've got the big three. You've got Sean Hannity. You've got Fucker Carlson, which I'm sure I'll be seeing a clip from him soon. And you've got Laura Ingraham. Laura Ingraham used to work in Louisville. Laura Ingraham is one of the most misguided, misinformation pieces of shit that ever walked the planet Earth. And she would be #1, but unfortunately, she also works with Fucker Carlson, and she also works with Sean Hannity. So she falls in third in that line. Right-wing, extreme right-wing, opinionated bullshit, never fact-checked, which is what I do. So if I'm going to, but the one thing I will give Don Lemon is that if you fact check him, he don't put out too much shit, but he also is not going to have the Europe. He won't have the opposite side come on because he doesn't want their bullshit being spread to the American people. Cuomo will do it, but Cuomo is a former attorney who can argue any case on any side. And he will even tell you, well, devil's advocate, give me your side. Tell me what you got. And he will have both sides spill their case, and then he will give you his opinion on that. But it's still technically an opinion show. That's what Cuomo is. That's what Don Lemon is. That is what on MSNBC, Chris Hayes. Chris Hayes is an opinion show. So if that's where you're getting your news, well, if you want to hear the favorite speaking points of the left, those are your three shows on MSNBC and CNN. If you want to hear what the right wingers want to hear, want to tell you, listen to Sean Hannity, listen to Fucker Carlson, listen to Larry Ingram. They're going to tell you everything you want to hear, whether there's any truth behind it or not. They are fact check on a daily basis. Fox News has already even said, well, we don't particularly condone what Tucker Carlson says, but it's an opinion show. If you're fact checking Tucker Carlson, you're in deep shit because you're not going to come up with too much. They won't even stand behind him. His advertisers are dropping like flies. It's getting to the point where they can only get the fucking My Pillow guy to fucking talk these points. So yeah, if you're a right winger and you're listening to Rachel Maddow, she's not going to say a fucking thing you want to hear. If you're Sheriff Whiteat and you're watching Don Lemon, you're going to want to shoot yourself in the head. My good buddy Dutch Mantel, he hates Don Lemon with a passion.
Oh, that beautiful
but he loves those other ones. Why? Because they tell him what he wants to hear. Well, I listen to those other shows, not because they're telling me what I want to hear. I want to hear what the fuck they're saying so I can match it up with what really is going on and see who's lying to me the most. They're all going to lie to you a little bit.
It's all infotainment. Next clip, Pesci, you got it ready, or does he have it?
I have 3 queued.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just trying to get him on more clips so he can rant on different things.
All kinds of things going on. And
really,
for whatever reason, the Democrats, right, are like, we'd rather watch Joy Reid, right? Like, what? I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Why would you not tune in to watch the President of the United States speak? I mean, again, guys, I'm just saying, like, it's concerning, right? Because the right wants to make jokes about this and say it's funny. And it is funny to a certain extent that Joe is so boring, right? Like watching paint dry, that people don't even want to listen to him. But guys, he's stumbling and fumbling and bumbling all over the place. Anybody, the average person that actually hears Joe Biden talk about the issues can clearly see that the dude is just mentally incapable of stringing together a coherent sentence. He's just mentally incapable. And that's something that you want the American people to be exposed to. They need to see that. Because that's going to be in their minds when they go vote and be like, okay, in 3 or 4 years, do we want an 80-plus-year-old man in the White House who can barely string together a coherent sentence?
Like you?
A lot of people are going to think about that. But see, if they never see it, if they're never exposed to it because they've checked out, then it's not going to matter as much, right?
Right.
This is something that the American people need to see. And the American people need to see that this man literally is just not mentally fit to be president. Also, on top of that, what was interesting is CNN they actually fact checked Biden, right? Because Biden said something that I'm not even gonna repeat it because I'm super paranoid about YouTube and the vaccine stuff. That's why I don't even try to talk about it that much, right? Because I'm not playing that game, okay? But Biden said something that was clearly misinformation in regards to the pandemic, the vaccine, the virus. Clearly, right? Overtly. I mean, just like clear, plain as day. CNN actually fact checked him on their Instagram, right? Where it was like what Biden said was just not true, right? I was pleasantly surprised by that CNN did that. I just was.
Oh my God.
All
right. Oh, that was fun. So remove that. Talking about paint dry, and of course, Dad's creaming his pants right now because he just saw a black man with an American flag behind his head. Here's the deal. You got And they will round up a couple of black people from time to time, and they want to make you think that they got all the black people on their side. The bottom line is that 88% of blacks vote against not only Trump, but vote against Republican. It's somewhere between 88 and 92%, depending on which poll you believe. Let me finish. Between 92 and 88% of blacks vote against Republicans and Trump, especially, solely because they've had a history of life to determine who's got my back the most. Yeah, Democrats have let them down quite a bit, but they just don't get talking to down like they're little pieces of shit and get racist remarks said about them. And Trump did more to divide the masses, especially when it comes to race. I mean, he puts in a Muslim ban the minute he gets in. I'm shopping at Kroger today, and Muslims are actually shocked when I say hi to them. They're almost put off to it that an old fat white guy took the time to say hi and to be courteous to them, because they're used to what we used to have in office. They want to talk about how he's not conjugative and not able to handle the office, and he's about to be 80. Well, guess who else is not altogether there mentally? His own fucking niece, who's a psychiatrist, says that mentally he is not there and is not fit to be in office. His own fucking niece, who knows him better than anybody. It's like when you dumb fucks out there, not all of you, but you dumb fucks, and you know who you are, try to explain the Cornette situation to me. Not a fucking one of you, including anybody that worked with him in the business, knows him better than I do. You're not fucking qualified to comment. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't know. And I've known him for 45 years. And if I say something, I'm fucking qualified to talk about it. Not Pesci, not Schmidt, not Wydat, not fucking anybody in here. Nobody's qualified to comment. I listened to Scaramucci. Scaramucci has been friends with Donald Trump for a long fucking time. Scaramucci said he got caught up in that I'm best friends with the president. Trust me, if by some miracle of God, before the age of 65, I became president, there would be some hangers on that would do and blow anything I told them to do or blow, because their friend, might even be best friend, is president. Oh my God, I'm friends with the president of the goddamn United States. Shit is going to go good for me. And Scaramucci admitted to me that's what he got caught up in. But his niece knows him better than anybody. I'm not qualified to tell her shit about Donald Trump. She's qualified to tell me. I'm not qualified to tell shit Scaramucci about Trump, even though I did bother to let him know what I thought. Scaramucci can tell me about Trump. Mark Cuban's had some interaction with him. Dave Letterman's had interaction with him. So people that actually, and I've met him 3 times. Ain't a fucking one of you in here ever met Donald Trump. I met him 3 times. One of the nights I was there was the night he was accused of groping 2 of the WWE girls, which I believe are also part of the court cases going on right now. And then for Wydat to come in here and defend this fucking piece of shit just blows me the fuck away. I don't know how me and Wydat are friends. I'm going to have to beat him up over here one day and just see if he pulls on me. I do watch Raylan Givens. Don't pull on me. I watch Raylan Givens, and I used to drive the exact same Lincoln. Don't fuck with me.
I'm your Huckleberry.
So you should not talk about police stuff.
Because you're not qualified, because he's a cop.
He's a
procedures
cop.
And shit.
Well, no, I can give my opinion about how white cops treat black people. When I've lived it, I see it going on in my neighborhood. I see it going on in my street. When I have black folks contact me and tell me what the police did to them or how they were treated. And when the news clips roll on the news all the time, how many black cops do you see shooting unarmed white people? And how many white cops do you see shooting, tasing, or putting a knee on the neck of unarmed black people?
Well,
anytime you want to compare that highlight reel, you let me know. So no, I don't claim to know anything about being a cop. I never had the desire to be a cop. Never wanted to be one. I've been friends with a shitload of them. I've been dear friends with cops my entire life. I used to throw Frisbee with cops in the middle of Main Street in LaGrange, Kentucky since I was, I'm not done. I used to pitch Frisbee with cops in the middle of the street. I've always been a dear friend of cops. But guess what? I was a white guy that lived on Main Street in LaGrange, and I got treated a lot different than my black friends got treated. I was one of the few people in Oldham County who had lots of black friends, who listened to black-oriented music and was often criticized. Kenny, you won the genetic lottery. You're a white guy. And I won't bother to tell you the person that said that to me. You can figure it out.
So who's cutting my hair?
Well, goddamn, Kenny, you won the generic
Yeah,
lottery.
well, there you go. You kind of figured it out already. So, no, I've always been friends with cops, but through living that experience, I saw how I got treated and I saw how my black friends got treated. And it was two entirely different fucking worlds. My black friends might live 1 or 2 streets over from me, but because I was white and lived on Main Street, downtown LaGrange, I got treated one way. My black friends got treated another, even by my white cops who were friends. Now, I was too naive and too stupid to understand at that point what was going on. And then as you get older and you live some life experience and you see this shit, you process it a little differently, like processing Jimmy Cornette a little differently. He was the uncle that we always make excuses for. He actually called one of my friends the N-word in the middle of LaGrange, chasing him down the street because Jimmy ripped his pants trying to wrestle him. And he ran my friend, Adrian Reynolds, who's dead now, killed by Louisville Police Department. Why that? You probably know that name. Now, Adrian was a mouthy little guy, but I can assure you when he was beaten up and killed in a Louisville jail down here, probably just a mile or two from my house,
How long
I guarantee you Adrian was not armed. Adrian was one of my best friends. Now, when we separated and we went our own ways and we graduated high school and I went on and did sales and marketing and eventually got in pro wrestling, Adrian got involved in crime. He was a thief. He was a con man. He was a drug dealer. He did every fucking thing wrong you could possibly do. But he did not deserve. And as a matter of fact, I think they found, I could be wrong. So you can probably look, just Google the Adrian Reynolds case with the Louisville Police Department. I do remember seeing mugshots of the cops who killed him. Adrian died in jail, beaten to a fucking pulp. You can find the pictures of him on Google. Adrian Reynolds. I see Schmidt looking it up right now. Adrian Reynolds from LaGrange, Kentucky, was one of my I had Jimmy Cornette, Mike Heilman, Adrian Reynolds, Mike Coffey. Those were my 4 best friends. Was it 1998? Yeah, because it was just before I signed with OVW. I was working for IWA at that time. I found out driving down the road to go see my girlfriend in near French Lick, Patoka Lake. I'm on my way to Patoka Lake, and I hear on WHS Radio 84 that my best friend, or at least he was before he got on the wrong side of the law, was beaten up and killed in a Louisville jail. Well, I can assure you Adrian Reynolds was not armed.
Well, here, check this out.
The 3 cops that killed him, I don't recall any of those being black. Give me what you got.
All right.
See how wide that defends this shit.
The most recent story was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it keeps coming up.
And it
As a matter
involves
of fact, Bill Clinton. I've always been told, Kenny, you'll never be the most famous person from LaGrange because Bill Clinton's never going to hold your picture up over his head. Bill Clinton at a rally in Louisville held Adrian Reynolds' picture up over his head. I didn't get that treatment. But then again, no cops beat me up and killed me while I was in custody and made my face into a bloody pulp. Was he mouthy? Was he? Yeah, he was a smart mouth. But you guys were trained not to fucking beat him up and kill him.
One of the Louisville cops.
Talk to me about what I know about the fucking police.
Matthew Corder was a Bullitt County Sheriff's deputy 5 years ago.
Go figure.
And got in trouble in some more shit. It was like, oh, there you go.
Again, there you go, Mr. Bullitt County. Be careful.
Next clip.
Did you find Adrian's picture?
No, it hasn't pulled up yet. It's
in there. You'll find it. You'll find it
in reference.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I might not know anything about being a police officer, but I know what you should and shouldn't be doing. And you shouldn't be beating up unarmed black people, especially those that are friends of mine, and killing them while they're in custody in a Louisville jail. Now, I know you didn't do it, so guess what? I don't penalize you for that. But if you defend these 3 fucks, then me and you have a problem. I did get rid of Disco Inferno for putting out false information, disinformation, and he's basically killing people because he's giving them bad information. But if you dare defend those 3 cops that killed my friend, even though he was on the wrong side of the law, he didn't deserve to die. So defend them. I dare you. All right.
Next clip.
I called them. Hang on. No, fuck that clip. I called the police. Well, number one, I didn't. My son did. And my son has a little stronger feeling about the police than I do. We called them because we assume they're not going to send 3 people out here to fucking beat us up and kill us. That's why. Also, the person that we called him to come out here and check out wasn't an unarmed black man. He was an armed drug addict white man who had already pulled a knife on us. We didn't know he had a gun on him at the time. So no, we're going to try to say, and we've had many conversations with the 4 cops that were involved in that. They've come here, sat on my porch with me just like you do. One of them is a Latino young man, 22 years of age. The other one, I think, was about 28 or 29, seemed to be a pretty nice guy, and had lengthy conversations with all of them. Seemed to be pretty good guys. But no, we will always call the police and assume for the best to happen. I'm just telling you white fucks who are police officers, be you a sheriff, a state trooper, a detective, whatever the fuck you are, quit killing unarmed black people. That's all I'm asking you to do. If that's asking too much, put me on your fucking list and fuck with me too. That's all I'm asking you to do. Quit killing unarmed fucking black people. Guy in a fucking Wendy's parking lot in Atlanta running from the cops. You know where he lives. You got his fucking car sitting back there. You got the goddamn tag number. Go get him later. No, we'll shoot him. We'll shoot him in the back. He's running away. We'll get him. Fuck that shit. And if you want to defend people like that, Sheriff, then you and I cannot be friends. Keep your dog food. Keep your $10. If those are the cops you defend, because anybody that defends a cop like that is just as fucking bad as they are. So if you want to defend them in here, you go right ahead.
Hey.
And let me know if you can walk the streets and hold your head.
Carl says Vivacious Charles was off that night that Adrian got killed by the 5 Louisville cops.
Yeah, Vivacious Charles is he's a police officer. I'd call Vivacious Charles to defend me in a fucking heartbeat. He watches a lot of these shows.
He does.
He writes me in my inbox on Instagram. Good man. Good man. Yeah. I love Vivacious Charles. I hope he's watching tonight. And yeah, isn't it funny that Vivacious Charles was off that night? Now, I think he's still a cop over in Southern Indiana, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So, no, all I'm asking you to do is get your white buddies to quit killing unarmed blacks, Latinas, and Mexicans. That's all I want you to do. Give them a fair shake. Give them the same shake you're going to give me. When you come over on my porch, you haven't pulled on me once, even though I say a lot of shit you don't like. And actually, Sheriff, I really like you. I really do. I told Chris today, Chris says, why do you put up with that shit out of him? I think because deep down inside, there's a nice guy in there somewhere. We sit on the porch. We have some good conversations. I like the sheriff. Yeah, I just wish he'd be a little bit more open-minded as to how black people are treated, as to piece of shits like Donald Trump. He defended Trump when he said, well, Kenny, he's been accused 43 times. Yeah. Accuse me 43 times and see how quickly the goddamn Batamaran or whatever what do they call it when they break your door down? A battering
ram.
Battering ram. Yes. I can't talk either. I shouldn't be president. See how quickly the Batarang comes over here and knocks my goddamn door. Battering ram. See how quickly that shows up at my door the minute 43 women contact the police department and say Kenny Bolin sexually assaulted me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I got to sniff 43 fucking girls' hair downtown Louisville. Y'all be over here bashing my fucking door down.
There might be a few.
If I were black, imagine how fucking quick they'd get here.
Well, there might be a few going. Quick. Well, goddamn, he was outside those high schools.
Yeah.
I mean, it could.
Nobody, Zook, who's badgeless. Nobody is saying abolish the police. Hang on. Nobody. Well, good. Should have known he's up there in Cleveland with an obscure opinion. Nobody is saying abolish the police. We're saying. And defund the police was the worst fucking slogan ever come up with. I've said that to every Reform would have been a much better word. Redistribute. We need quality. We don't need police officers who have no fucking idea about mental health issues trying to handle a mental health situation. More people who are mentally disturbed get shot and killed by police, tased, fucked up, beat up, fucked over than it needs to be happening. Yeah, they can be a threat, but trained professionals can talk them down. My son's a trained professional. My son should be riding around with the police, dealing with these mentally handicapped people. We see them on the street all the time. Chris pointed out a lady today. She kept pulling up her shirt. She was walking downtown. We had to go up to 18th Street, cut across to Dixie Highway, and go down to Shively Animal Clinic. We're on the way back. We see this lady walking, and she's pulling her shirt up and down, and she's walking up to cars asking for money. Chris said, yep. That's one of the ones that escaped my facility. I said, really? I said, Chris, you haven't worked there in fucking 10 years. And she's one. I know her. And he said, and you can see they're getting her plenty of help, right? I said, no, they're not getting her any help. She's out on the streets pulling her shirt up and down, walking up to cars trying to get money. And all through that area, you got homeless out there that are desperate, needing some help. Many of them mentally ill, and we won't help them. So, but no one is saying abolish the police. Nobody in their right fucking mind wants that. We want the police to do what they're trained to do. Quit pulling out your gun and shooting unarmed blacks, Latinas, and Mexicans, and have trained professionals with you to handle the situations that you all have a very bad record of handling. That's what they want.
I think it's talking to me.
I thought Mountain Timer left a fucking hour ago. Why is he still here?
Ignore him.
Where's his badge?
Pesci.
Where's his badge? Wasn't he a main eventer?
Wait a minute. He was.
He's going back in timeout. Just or is it? It ain't even given. I've timed him out so many goddamn times at one. I have to block him.
No.
Get you a badge. Don't you fucking tell me who to block and who not. Y'all ain't raised $20 to save your criminal down there in Mississippi. Mississippi Jake.
But I donated 50 in the in fives over here.
I will back you up on that to a degree, but the disproportion of what black cops do to white people. Poor Choco, you okay, honey? You okay? She's sore again. Be careful, honey.
Was she yelping trying to get up there?
Yeah, she's yelping because she's sore and it's hurting her. We checked her out, everything, but yeah, she's not in good shape. That's another reason I'm not going to go real long tonight. But no, the disproportion is what bothers me. Like I said, rack me up a clip, show me all the black cops, all the Mexican cops, all the Latino cops that killed unarmed white people. Run that clip for me. Get me the numbers, and then I'll show you the numbers that go the other way, and you're going to say, that's pretty fucked up. Exactly. So, no, it doesn't not, but you can renew it right now. I agree with you. It's stupid that it doesn't do auto renew because it costs me a lot of members. But you can renew right now if you like. This is supposed to be a members only show, and Pesci talked me out of it. She's back. She's uncomfortable. Is he talking about Choco?
Yeah.
Yeah, poor little Choco. Yeah, she's been through a lot, man.
She's afraid the police are going to shoot her. That's what it is.
Well, she knows why Dad's wandering around here, got his hand on his gun, wants to claim his first victim. But after this show, well, I mean, you can do it now. I mean, there's a join button right below where you're at. I mean, you could do it right now.
I mean, theoretically.
Minneapolis City Council members did say we should abolish police. I'm not going to say that nobody's ever said it, but nobody in power has said it. Nobody, when I say in power, I'm talking about the President of the United States, Vice President of the United States, most mayors, most governors. No one's going to fucking say that because that would be the end of their political career. We don't need police anymore. We're going to trust our dumb fuck selves to police ourselves. Well, the Highlands area pretty much does that. We don't get a whole lot of policing over here, but they come when we call them. And they behave themselves when they were here. Nobody got shot. Nobody got tased. They gave the guy that tried to steal our cars and steal our bikes and steal merchandise out of our cars, they gave him a lot more leeway than I would have given him because he had every bit of evidence on him. He had a bag full of fucking drugs. He had a loaded gun in his bag. And he had the knife on him that he pulled on us. So they didn't need much more. And they let him stand there unhandcuffed for about 40 minutes. So if he was a black guy with a gun and a knife and a bag full of drugs, do you think he'd have still been standing there? Yeah. I don't think so.
If y'all keep distracting Kenny, we're never going to get to these clips, folks.
That's kind of why they're here, is to distract me. That's kind of
next clip.
Who gives a fuck? Did it happen? Did it happen if a congressman? And no, she never actually said do away with the police. She's saying to do away with the type of policing that we have now, that we're untrained police officers. And I had 3 of them out here that told me how easy it was for them to get into the police force because y'all can't fucking hire anybody right now. And they have kept lowering the standards. All 3 of them told me what a piece of cake it was to get in. That if they'd have tried 10, 15 years ago, they'd never fucking made it. So don't give me that shit. And you're hearing what you want to hear. They're telling you what you're doing right now is not working. Too many fucking innocent people are dying. We're pulling people over for out-of-date tags that are fucking getting killed. Well, they ran. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we probably kill them. Well, they ran. They got back in their car and like, you know where they fucking live. You got the goddamn tag. You'll get them. You'll get a little notch on your belt. It'll happen. Just be patient. Be happy. You'll get them. Nah, we'd rather shoot them. Well, that seems to be the attitude. So yeah, when you fuck quitting killing unarmed black people, maybe you won't have congressional women saying abolish the police department. What they want is to abolish what you're doing now. Reform it, revamp it, have trained professionals to handle the job they're called for. We don't send policemen to put out fires. We don't send firemen to fucking go to an armed robbery. That's all they're fucking saying. If you can't comprehend that, then I can't fucking help you. Send professionals to handle the job that it's necessary for. But Wide Dat he's masturbating to his Donald Trump poster right now, and he's having a little trouble concentrating. Who gives a fuck what she said? She doesn't have the fucking power to do it. And she said, abolish the police. And I know what she meant. I saw the fucking press conference. Abolish what you fuckers are doing right now. When I say you fuckers, I'm talking about, and you claim you've never shot your weapon. So apparently, somehow, over 30 years, even though you lose your fucking mind every time we talk about Black Lives Matter, not worshiping a flag or not worshiping Donald Trump, you lose your fucking mind. Somehow, you've restrained yourself from pulling a gun and shooting some black guy somewhere. I won't bother to talk about how you got the name that you got. We'll leave that out of it. That would be embarrassing for you.
Another donation.
So, yeah, you knew I was going to piss you off tonight. You cannot out-debate me. Why, Dad? You can't argue me with this because I bother to get the information from all sides. It doesn't stack up well on your side. It's like all the Republicans have been locked up and put in jail under the Trump administration. You can try to lock up all the Democrats you want. You can try to lock up all the Biden. I'm sorry. Oh, well, we can throw Biden in there and Obama. Biden. I called him Biden. I made him Irish all of a sudden.
That's what they do call him. Wow. That's
you can stack all those up that you want. Not one person been indicted, not one person been locked up. Now you line up that fucking crooked ass Trump organization who can't even run a fucking charity anymore, his organization is now under federal indictment. There's a lot of shit coming his way, son. He's right at the head of it. And there's going to be some people sing because there's some 70, 80-year-old men that don't want to go to jail for the rest of their life. And their ticket out is to, well, rat out your fucking boss who doesn't even send emails. Why does he not send emails? Why does he not send text messages? There's a fucking reason. Paper trail. And the only fucking human being I know that doesn't have an email address. What?
Roll the next clip, sir. Please.
Don't you fucking dare tell me what to do. I'll roll the goddamn clip when I'm fucking ready. Anybody else in here got anything smart to say?
Of course they do. They're a bunch of dumb.
Why that? When I want them to send in the clowns, I will write you on Instagram. There you go.
I'll come over and shoot the clown for Kenny.
Better training, higher standards, more funding, not defunding. No, you got it wrong. More funding. They're wanting less untrained people going to particular areas. Defunding, basically, what they meant was reallocation. They should have said it that way. And it's been said many times, but once the first dumb fuck said defunding, that's what you all gravitated to. I'm saying you all because I'm assuming you're siding with them because you keep speaking their
I
points.
think you're misinterpreting. He's saying better training plus higher standards equal more funding, not defunding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And unlike most people, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I misread what he put. I thought he was demanding more funding.
No, he's just saying, hey,
I misread what he put, and I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Zook. I'm sorry.
Hey, they wouldn't take me as a cop 15 years ago, or my buddy.
Less funding and armored cars, more training. Yeah, we're basically loading ourselves up for military type combat with our police department. And how many times has that ever fucking been needed?
I'm deputized by Bolin. I'll come over and shoot a clown for him and get away with it.
You got a gun?
Hey.
Allegedly, I may have a couple. I don't know.
There's rumors of. All right, let's roll that next clip.
Trying to send in a donation, it's not letting them.
I mean, how old is Trump? But that was that moment you was talking about. It was slippery. It was slippery. It been raining. Yeah. But Biden actually falls going up the steps.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not even going to air those videos anymore.
Welcome to Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt.
Not going to give them a forum.
This is the show where we bring you all the news, the gossip, Hearsay.
Well,
Disco. Lions, Tigers, Bears, and disco.
Disco. Okay.
Lions,
now-
Tigers, and Bears.
You know, I want to
cut
say.
the music. Cut the music. I want to make a point here.
Yeah.
All right. How many podcasts do you?
Follow the contour of
Bro,
your
I
head.
was just telling Jeff, you know how many I got to do today, Glenn? You know how many I'm
many?
doing today? 6.
Okay.
Six.
Let me ask you a question. What type
6
of
15-minute
egomaniac-
podcasts.
Okay,
Who
the show is
cares?
called Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco. Okay. Why are you playing your music?
Because I play yours on timeout to make it special.
But I'm on 2 shows. But this is this show specifically is called Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco, and you're playing your music, and you've got like 11 podcasts you do.
You know, I gotta get something like off my chest, bro.
That's the end of it. Wait, what was the other clip?
What the fuck did I just play?
No, then I thought you were going to say something. It was Disco saying that he should have his music played and should not play his music on Disco's show.
Disco has his own show.
Basically, it's called Lions, Tigers, and Disco. Disco was mad at Russo for playing his music on his show, and he said,
I would actually side with, believe it or not, I'd actually side with the idiot on that, because if it's technically his show, if it's Lions, Tigers, and Disco, then yeah, I guess they probably should play whatever his music is, which I have no idea. So see, to show you that I can be diplomatic, I agree with Disco that if Russo is going to claim this network and he's got these people, give them their own fucking music. I mean, the Pesci Power Hour, we should probably play your theme song on those.
Fuck off, Brad.
so that
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
comments you were going to argue with.
But no, those other 2 clowns, they're just putting out when they're telling you that people are dying from COVID shots and people that are getting the shots are dying. That's a lie. I'm not going to give them a forum. Not here.
Oh,
Not
well,
here.
we wanted you to cut a promo on him, though.
He goes, Trump is being cautious. The floor is wet. The ramp is slippery.
Nah, get that clip out of here, because I'm not going to play their shit.
Where's
not
the
gonna
fuck?
play this shit.
Where's the fucker?
Let's play this other guy. Let's play this other guy.
First of all, just wanted to get your reaction to the conviction.
Well, first of all, I think most of what I heard on the broadcast all the way here is confusing to me. I think we're living in the twilight zone. This conviction, in my personal opinion, did nothing for our country. I mean, people are living a lot.
Is that it?
Oh, shit, King, my fault.
Mm-hmm. Well, it ain't mine.
My fault. I'm sorry. You know what? I just tried to erase it in my other thing. I didn't know it was going to erase there.
Oh, okay.
It's my fault.
Oh, well.
always replay it.
In a nutshell, what was he upset about? Why was he hot that somebody got convicted?
That was the cop who killed George Floyd.
Oh, and he's upset that the cop that killed George Floyd got convicted, and it divided our country. Is that what he's upset about?
I don't know.
Well, that proves he's a fucking idiot, and we probably should not have played that anyway. Hello to Jenica Jean. Well, something's fucked up. We can't see the comments, so let's clear a lot of shit out of here.
So we need the fucker Carlson clip, Pesci.
Let's get rid of him.
Well, I'll play it if you want, Schmidt, but those ones were for the end.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever else you got, go ahead.
Alan Reed, the king of the big $100 donation from a while back, says next clip.
I know, King.
The cops that showed up here, Jim, were all militarized. They had their gun, they had their taser, they were all armored up. Never in my childhood did I ever see police dressed that way. But if you keep pissing off black people and killing their unarmed citizens, well, they're going to rise. And like I've told everybody in here, I'm a white guy. I've been white all my life. You let six, I think the ratio is 6-1 as to blacks being killed by white cops, as opposed to the other way around. You let it be 6-1 that black cops are killing white people. You wait and see what goes on downtown at the Oxmoor Mall, somewhere in St. Matthews, over here in Cherokee Triangle. You let black cops be killing white people at a 6-1 ratio, and many of those black cops are killing unarmed white people. Don't think there's going to be peaceful protesting, because that shit ain't going to fly. The peaceful protesting is going to be out the fucking door. and they're going to rise up, and those black cops better be armored up because the white people are not going to stand for that for very long. The black folks and the Mexicans and the Latinos have put up with that shit way longer than they probably should have.
So, you know, he killed half
Hey,
Pesci. Hodge twins out. Most of my clips were the Hodge twins.
Pesci.
I have Tucker clips. Don't get it wrong.
That last thing that Kenny just said about the white people are going to rise up. Somebody's going to clip that and be like, Boland's a white supremacist.
Yeah, Boland's a white supremacist. Well, that's why we keep the shows in their entirety so we can answer dumb fucks.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a lot of people that won't do podcasts because their shit gets taken out of context. I don't worry about it because I've always got the entire show. So
Play
anybody,
the Fucker Carlson, Pesci, go ahead, do it.
I don't even see Fucker Carlson up there, so
he'll get you.
Well, this says Fox News. This ought to be good. Let's play this.
Stuff that they traffic in is so incendiary, right?
Oh,
it's
God.
like, you know, the worst thing since the Civil War, worst thing since 9/11. Everything's the worst thing since the worst thing. That's kind of hate speech, right?
Because it is hate speech, but it's tolerated by their ilk. It's tolerated.
It's a one-way street.
Right. They don't care. They don't care. Listen, Joe Biden, this is a 2-year sprint to the midterms. They're going to push through with no mandate. 50-50 split in the Senate, the narrowest of margins in the House. They are going to push through an expansion of government and entitlement after entitlement after entitlement that will rival or even swamp FDR in 33, that will rival or swamp LBJ in 1965. That's what's so appalling. But I want to end with, I kind of like the Eastwoodian Biden when he's reading a teleprompter like he's squinting. It makes him look tougher than the wide-eyed Biden, where he looks like grandpa lost in the Walmart and he's like walking up and down the feminine hygiene aisle.
It's always been my experience.
Well, oh boy. The 5.
Joe
I have
Biden
can I get that out of there?
Because he barely seems to know what day of the week it is and doesn't really seem to have a firm grasp on any issues of any substance. And sometimes, well, it seems like he's living in this, you know, alternate reality of his. In fact, get this, according to Joe, there's no longer a crisis at our southern border. This is what they call, well, at Burger King, a Whopper. With cheese and double bread and double, you know.
Oh my
meat.
God!
He's nenever seen a Whopper. He's struggling.
We have been able to move significantly to change the number. There were thousands of people in custody with the Border Patrol. It's now cut by 90%. It's considerably down.
Stay on script. All right, Joe, there are fewer migrants in DHS custody because your administration, I'll tell you why, you are releasing them all over the country. And, of course, migrants continue to pour across the southern border in droves. Here we got the numbers for June. Yep, another record. 188,000 migrants entering our country illegally, and that's only the numbers that we know about. Now, this is in the New York Times, Joe, and I assume you're still able to read. But I digress. The next lie from Joe Biden, that would involve inflation, which every American is feeling, and it's really bad. Watch.
And guess what? Instead of paying 10 cents, you're paying 20. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It relates to what, in fact, is now needed because we're growing. I don't know anybody, including Larry Summers, who's a friend of mine, who's worried about inflation, is suggesting that there's any long-term march here if we do the things we're going to do.
So the economist that Joe is referring to has a name. His name is Lawrence Summers, and he literally wrote an op-ed entitled, "The Inflation Risk is Real." Articles in the Wall Street Journal, articles in Forbes and Bloomberg also discuss the long-term inflation risk. It's getting bad. We even now are calculating the misery index that we really haven't measured since Jimmy Carter. And even Biden's own Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, warned of months of rapid inflation. Maybe Joe missed that meeting, or maybe he just forgot, or maybe he just sent Kamala Harris to do more of the jobs that he's supposed to do. Now, inflation is not only a glaring concern in the Biden economy. Another serious problem surrounds the massive labor shortage. That's real, too. In many cases, businesses now are completely unable to fill job openings because of Biden's generous COVID-19 handouts that continue to go on. But don't worry, according to Joe, if you're a business owner, you can just magically print money and pay everyone more, and you're probably going to have to suffer more. Kind of sounded like Jimmy Carter saying, lower your heat and put a sweater on. Take a look.
My guess is that people being $7, $8 an hour plus tips, that's, I think, John, you're going to be finding $15 an hour or more now.
You said we're going to end the things that may be keeping people back. Do you think that's the unemployment benefits?
Well, that was
expanded?
argued it was. I don't think it did much, but the point is it's argued that because the extended unemployment benefits kept people, they'd rather stay home and not work than go to work.
You don't think it did that?
I see no evidence it had any serious impact on it.
That's it.
Well, that was long. I'm going to save you a lot of trouble. Let me kick that out of there. Don't play anything else. I'm going to save you a lot of trouble. That is Sean Hannity, because I watch him every night. I watch the opening to see what he's going to touch on, what he's going to cover. Him and Fucker and Laura Ingraham, and to see what that is every night. The conjugative, the babbling, the joke. But even though the guy whose cock he sucked on a nightly basis and still does, rambled and bambled and fucked up just as much as anybody. Only was able, he did it with adding a heavy dose of racism on top of it, a heavy dose of being a crook. Like I said, when you stack up the crookedness of that administration, they hold the worldwide record for the most people indicted and locked up for criminal activity, and there's more people to come. There's no William Barr to save people's asses right now. There's no of secondary attorney generals to ignore shit and sweep shit under the rug when it comes to looking into and investigating the crooked ass Trump organization, the guy who was accused of rape 43 times. So do I give a shit that Biden has trouble getting through a speech? I don't give a fuck. Be a decent human being, be good to others, and let Congress and the Senate do its work. But unfortunately, you got the Senate, you got Mitch McConnell, who actually, by the way, came out today and said, get your ass vaccinated, quit being stupid fucks. He actually said that today, or might have been yesterday. I get my days confused because I'm old and shouldn't be the fucking president. But who gives a shit whether he can get through a speech or not? At least he's not alienating our allies. At least he's not buddying up with Kim Jong-un and various other fucking dictators, because he is a glorified dictator himself. That's what
beautiful
he wanted.
Letters. He wrote very beautiful letters.
He wanted to be in office for life. That's what he wanted. Even joke. Well, they claimed he was joking about it. He was not joking. He definitely wanted more than. He thought that he was treated so unfairly in his first term that when he won the second term, he should get to serve a third term because he was. Well, I'm not done talking about this one, if you don't mind. So, and as a matter of fact, we're only playing one more clip because I said I was going 90 minutes. I've been here way over 2 hours and I got a sick dog here. So, yeah, I'll play one more clip. I'm not going to play the one that says the Pesci on it, sitting there bumbling through his shit with his fucking American flag behind him and can't even get out the words he's trying to say. I will play the Tucker Carlson clip. That'll be the last clip of the night. And then we'll do this again next week. You can save your clips that we didn't play. I mean, we can do this once a week if you want. I've pissed enough fucking Republicans off in here for one night. Why Dad will never be back. I don't think I'm getting my dog food or my $10 either, but I'm braced for it. I know Schmidt will bring me some dog food and $10 if I need it, won't you?
Sure, why not?
No, that's the best answer to give. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? But no, the don't even bother playing me any more Sean Hannity clips because it's the same fucking clip every night, the same bash. Even though the person he blows, the cock he sucks, is the same guy. Can't get through a speech. Can't put 6 words together if his goddamn life depended on it. The only way that Trump even remotely sounds like he's coherent is when he gets to talk racist shit and go off the script. When he gets to do that and talks about that shit, well, he's real good at that. He's mastered that. But staying on
Well, he
point.
did the same.
And
She did the same shit when Obama was in office, and it's just
Yeah.
like the other side did the same thing to Bush. They did to Trump.
Exactly.
Just Trump was
Exactly.
magnified. It was
all I know is that Biden has had as high as a 66% approval rating. Trump never cracked 47 the entire time he was in office. Anytime that when you're in office for 4 years and more than half of the country disapproves of you, that's a serious problem. As a matter of fact, by the time he was out of office, his approval rating was 37%, meaning that I think I'm doing the math right here, 63% of this country had no use for his shit anymore. Do you have CBD for your dog? I am out. I do not have CBD for my dog. I didn't even know that was a thing. But no, I don't have, and I'm about out too. We're going to play one more clip and I'm done because I got to take care of the dog. Mitch McConnell is a fucking idiot, no doubt about that, even though he did actually tell everybody to get vaccinated today. Well, we're about a year and a half late on that, Mitch. Appreciate you getting on board now. But we'll play this last clip. Where did Pesci go?
Maybe the shitter. He's still there. Oh, there he is.
There he is. He's back and 10 pounds lighter. All right, we'll play this last clip. This looks like a Tucker Carlson thing, and then I got to get out of here and take care of this dog.
Well, you probably have the sense that things are out of control on our southern border and have been since Joe Biden was
no one's got that sense.
president. And you're absolutely right. It's worse than
Need to hire them.
A new forecast from Princeton Policy Advisors projects 1.86 million illegal immigrants crossing the southern border this year. That's the projection. That'd make this the worst year on record, and of course it would completely change the United States forever. That's more people than many states have, many states. Now, how are those migrants getting here? Well, they're walking across. They're flying from countries all over the world in order to do that. And then the Biden administration, in many cases, is transporting them to other parts of the country using the U.S. military, using Air Force bases. What they're not doing is moving those illegal migrants to Aspen or Northwest D.C. or Martha's Vineyard. Of course not. They're moving them to where you live and to places that didn't vote for Joe Biden. Of course. What is Joe Biden's response to this, which is happening, that's factual? Well, he just lied about it. Here he is last night.
We have been able to move significantly to change the number. There were thousands of people in custody with the Border Patrol. It's now cut by 90%. It's considerably down.
So we checked the numbers because we felt obligated to do that. During this fiscal year, which began in October, more than 1 million migrants have been apprehended along our border with Mexico. Those are just the ones that have been stopped. Most of them just kept going, of course. A year earlier, that number was 129,000. So you can see that's quite an increase.
Not even remotely
John
true.
McLaughlin is the mayor of the border town of Uvalde, Texas. He joins us to explain what he lives with, what his town lives with, every single day. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Cut it off.
So that's an enormous number.
Yeah, that
projecting
seems
over
like plenty.
1.8 million.
Okay, not even fucking remotely true. The Trump administration had a lot of trouble as well, and they had to be more people crossing over illegally because he did everything you could to make sure you couldn't cross legally. Biden is even has been self-criticized within the Biden administration because he has not done enough to make it easier for people to migrate here. The best thing we could do, he's claiming that 1 million people, it's projected. Well, you can project any fucking thing. I can project 10 million illegals, as Pesci likes to call them, that's going to come across the border. You can project whatever you fucking want. It's what actually has happened is the case. But basically, we can solve this whole fucking thing. This country does not survive without immigrant workers. We need them. California will be the first to tell you. So let's say, we'll take their projection. Let's say that 1 million illegal immigrants cross the border. Now, of course, if you listen to Republicans and Sheriff Wydat and people of that ilk, they will tell you that they're all carrying COVID. They're all gangsters. They're all bad people. They're all coming here to kill somebody. Bull fucking shit. We got more of our own fucking murderers and killers right here, homegrown in our own backyards, than will ever come across that border. The people that are coming across the border, marching 1,500 miles in some cases, taking months to get here, are not coming here to fucking kill somebody. They're risking their own lives to come here for a better opportunity and to not get killed in the country that they're in. The promised land. That's what we're viewed as. As you can tell, I'm getting very tired. The Statue of Liberty. What's it say? Schmidt, I think you read it to me once. What's the Statue of Liberty say?
Give us your tired, your poor,
you're broken.
whatever.
Yeah. All that. No, not if you're a Republican. Fuck that shit. But here's what we do. We let as many of them come across as they want. Because if there was 1 million coming across, guess what? We're still 3 million short of what California needs to be able to process their crops and the work that needs to be done in California. They have stated, their government has stated, Republicans and Democrats alike have stated, we need 4 million people to do jobs that they're not doing right now. People have finally learned that during this time, and they're saying that the unemployment, they were talking about, no. Are you getting extended unemployment, Schmidt? You've been back to work for quite some time now.
I'm not getting.
When's the last time you got an extended unemployment check?
Last.
And you got a few of them. Did it prevent you from going back to work? No. As a matter of fact, Chris pointed out today that most people that are in poverty right now can't afford to go to work, because when you show up for $7.50 an hour or $2.04 an hour, if you're a waitress or whatever they get, they can't afford to go to work, because by the time you pay for daycare, by the time you pay for any type of health care, by the time you buy your food, by the time you pay for transportation to go back and forth to your said job, you actually lose money going to work if you're going to work for $7.50 an hour. Even $15 an hour, we're still below the poverty level. And if you're a single mom who's got 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4, you're really fucked. And they cannot afford to take a job. Me and Chris were talking about that in the car today. Now I'm kind of cool with the
Mexicanos.
He can't help himself, can he? So no, what we do is we quit making it so hard for them to come over. Of course, if they've got a criminal record, you send them back, of course. But if you made it to where we could actually process them, find out who they are, what they're about, why they're here, quit making it so fucking hard. If 1 million of them came, they need to go back and each one of them find 3 friends, because that's just what the state of California needs. Not to mention Florida, not to mention Texas, not to mention all those southern states that have a lot of crop. Mississippi, yep, them too. They have a lot of people that will not do that work even before COVID. And now post-COVID, some of them have realized, you know what? I don't have to work for slave labor. I don't have to work to be in poverty. I don't have to work to give every dime away I make to where I would actually make more money if I stayed home and figured out something to do at home and make money. That's what people are figuring out. That's why it's so hard to get people to go back in the restaurant industry. Maya took a job over in Germany today. You know what she's getting? Maya gets $16 an hour to be a waitress as she's going to school. She got job offers today in Ireland that were pretty damn good job offers. So she may have to move there to take those offers as she goes to school. But Maya got offered $16 an hour. I said, do you get tips? She said, people in Germany rarely tip, but guess what? We don't need it because we're getting $16 a fucking hour. Over here, we give them $2 an hour, and it's mine and Schmidt and Pesci's job to pay their employees because they get token money to show up. And yeah, some of the restaurants have if you work 40 hours, we'll give you minimum wage. But if you go above that, then you got to split your tips with this guy. The strip club business is notorious for that. Not only do the girls have to pay out the cash out at the end of the night, they have to pay the bouncer, pay the DJ, pay the doorman. Because the club ain't doing it. They're making you do it off the tips that you get. So if you're a good server, they're wanting you to pay the money that they don't want to pay them. Chick-fil-A has been paying $12, $13 an hour starting salary for a long time. They might even be up to $15 an hour now. If Chick-fucking-fil-A, who closes on Sundays, which would be their busiest day of the week, and they're closing 4 to 5 of those every month, and they're still paying their employees $15 a month, an hour? Can you imagine what Kroger and Costco and Walmart and Burger King and McDonald's and the people that really crank out a lot of business? Chick-fil-A is not going to be in the top 50 in revenue, I wouldn't think. I could be wrong on that, but if they're closing one day a week, I don't think they're going to be in the top 50 financial providers of workers in this country. Most of the comments are being blocked. Well, that's what trolls do. Who gives a shit? Sit back and enjoy the show. I'm not looking at comments all that fucking much tonight anyway. So guys, I hope you had a good time. Pesci, I'm not shitting on your clips. We'll get them in on the next one, but I had only planned on doing 90 minutes tonight, partially because I'm tired. My eyes are hurting pretty bad. I'm exhausted very easily anymore. I have to go to the doctor and find out why I'm so fucking tired all the time. I've actually lost weight recently, so that doesn't have anything to do with it. I start my V8 juice diet on August the 1st. I did qualify for the hearing on my unemployment, or not unemployment. I guess that's what you could call it, that on my Social Security disability. People fucked me on those badges. They were all saying they wanted badges. I mean, we've had a handful of people get them. There's some of you that have earned them, and when I get the chance and get my car back, Christopher's gone for the next 10 or 12 days. So, Pesci, sorry about those posters until I get my car back and Chris gets back in town. But you got some very nice shit there behind you. I love the look, man. Yeah, if those are on paper, they look good, man. They look real good.
I told you I had a bad feeling when we did that last show when you took the 2-week vacation. I said I had a bad feeling. Look what happened. I paid for the posters and never got them.
I can drop them off at the post office for him.
Why don't you do that for me? Would you do that for me?
Yeah.
So Pesci will shut the fuck up and quit bitching about these goddamn posters. You've got 2 nice posters there. The only thing you're going to have is something signed. Shut up. Shut up a fucking minute. You're going to have something signed that looks exactly. Forge my goddamn signature, Pesci. I offered to give you your $20 back and you wouldn't take it. Do you want me to give you your 20 back tonight? Your posters.
Well, he wants the real.
When he's gonna fucking get them. Goddamn, there's fucking tragedies going on down here. My son is having to go to Boston to sit with his dying aunt for the next fucking 10 to 15 days. I don't know how long he's going to be there. So your posters are not on top fucking priority. My car's in the fucking shop again. My car is going to be upgraded to a goddamn 2021 because there's not a fucking old part on it anymore. I don't know what the fuck it would be. New brakes, new every fucking thing, new tires, new radiator, new this, new that, new starter coil, new start. I mean, everything on the goddamn car is new, upgraded to it. So quit sitting there whining and bitching over 2 that no one's going to give a fuck about. You got 2 that look just like it right there. If you want the $20 back, I'll give. Don't anger me with all the shit I'm dealing with. Don't. And you went out even when I told you we were going to try and ship them out this week. I never dreamed they were going to have my fucking car so long. The second part came in from my TV. They still can't fix
I'll
the
mail
fucking
them
TV.
I'll pick them up tomorrow and mail them to you, Pesci.
Do that, and I'll unroll them. And do you want to sign it for Pesci too? You're a big time celebrity in this town.
No, I'll just leave it in the case because they're already packed.
I haven't signed them yet. I gotta sign them.
Well, sign them and then.
I knew that was going to happen, Bolin. I knew you told me you were going to send them. You didn't send them. You whiny little bitch. You got through this whole show without me yelling at you, and then you bitch over these fucking posters that you paid $20 for.
Well, by the way, Jake is
shut
now
up.
a free.
Don't make me mad. What?
Jake is now a free man. You made $177 plus whatever Pesci's mama.
That wasn't for Jake. Jake didn't make $30 tonight. How do you see that?
As Bolin Services Wealth Management, I
donated 200 tonight.
What's that?
Because my mom didn't give me shit for money yet. I donated that whole 200 out of my pocket.
So Mal Pesci fucked you over is what you're telling me. Well, I didn't get on her about that.
Well, you're at like 3.
Get on her about that.
Hold on.
I'll take care of it. Give me 50.
You're at like 370 or
what's
360.
Pesci so fucking irked up about tonight? I gave him 90 minutes more show than I promised him.
Well, I told him it's all right. Next week we'll get to the clips he didn't play and whatever.
There's no point to do next week's show if he doesn't let us play the conservative twins. No point.
I played every fucking clip you gave except for the 2 guys that are putting out the fucking misinformation.
Well, we were going to play them and like Alex Jones, like the crazy shit. So you would.
I was here for 2 motherfucking hours. I promised you 90 minutes. We'll play the motherfuckers next week. Play goddamn Alex Jones.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
But if you're on here telling, if you're playing me clips of people saying that you're dying, getting a COVID shot, I'm not going to play that because they'll fucking shut my goddamn channel down. I'm not going to play that.
You get upset. There's no point for me to get clips that are going to make you happy. There's no point for me to come here.
Well, yeah, that's what we wanted. We wanted him to do that.
Well, there we go. That simplified that fucking shit, didn't it? What's he so fucking hot about? I played every goddamn clip but one.
Because, well, yeah.
And the one clip that he played had people fucking saying that you could die getting the COVID shot. I'm not going to play that. YouTube will fucking shut me down. I'm not going to play that.
Well, I was just going to say
I never had one clip played the whole fucking night that I fucking agreed with.
We were going to try.
What clip was played that I agreed with? And he's sitting over there all fucking hot about that. I don't give a fuck. If we don't want to do them, don't do them. I did this one. I'll do another one next week if he wants. I know I had one clip I decided not to play, and don't play me any more fucking Hannity. He says the same fucking thing every goddamn week. I mean, it's the same fucking promo every fucking week. He's Jimmy Cornette on the Republican side, which I told you Jimmy Cornette's as big a Republican as any other.
I told him
Jesus motherfucking Christ. I played every clip but one, except for the two black guys that were sitting there saying you're going to die if you get the COVID shot. And Biden's lying to you. I'm not going to play that. YouTube will shut that shit down if somebody complains about it. So no, I'm not going to play that. And if he wants to get mad, he can fucking get mad. Jesus goddamn Christ. I'll unblock fucking Jake if it makes everybody fucking happy. Jesus goddamn. What a bunch of wine. I thought Mountain Whiner was bad. All right, Pesci, you're back. If you can quit being a little bitch, you can come back. All right, well, stay gone in. I don't give a shit. All right. So,
well, that's what I explained to
you. What
is
is Boss Man donated big money tonight? I'll hang around. You know what? I'm going to hang around for a few more minutes, and I'll answer 10 questions, even though I'm way the fuck over on time. Pesci, you raise your voice to me again, we're going to have some serious problems. I played every motherfucking clip you gave me, except the one where they're telling you you're going to die if you take the fucking COVID shot. Is that all right with you?
Well, no.
Are you in competition for the Mountain Whiner Trophy of the year?
He was trying to get you on an ultimate rant. I was telling him to find Alex Jones and Trump clips, like worse shit than that.
Well, I don't control where the clips come up at. When they come up, I fucking clip them. But I can't play shit that's going to get me shut down. Alex Jones has been banned from YouTube. Hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking minute. Alex Jones has been banned from YouTube, and you think they're going to let me play his shit here? He's been banned from fucking YouTube, Pesci.
I'm out.
Trump has been banned from fucking YouTube. Oh, okay, Lindsey Graham, you're out. Well, guess what? Lindsey Graham was in the next day. You're wanting me to play clips of people that have already been banned from this channel.
Oh.
You don't see they're going to. Yeah, God damn it.
Who got banned? They're on YouTube.
Alex Jones has been banned from YouTube.
Alex Jones got banned on Twitter, Facebook.
He's been banned on every fucking thing. Trump's been banned on every fucking thing.
No, but that's what we were saying. I was just telling him to get clips of crazy shit where that you would cut promos on.
Jones or Trump. I had the conservative twins who have a million.
Well, Schmidt said that you were every fucking thing.
I was telling him. I was explaining that
you never played one clip of anybody that agreed with me. I corrected everything I fucking heard tonight.
Fuck Alex Jones is. He could kiss my ass. I'm going back to the streets.
No, I was just explaining it like we were trying to get shit that would rile you up to cut.
If you've been searching the internet looking for shit to piss me off, and if you didn't find Alex Jones, you weren't doing your job.
Yeah, right. That's
Alex Jones.
I thought he would have some of that.
Crazy motherfucker that ever walked the goddamn planet Earth. Please, boss man.
What question are you talking about, boss man?
What question are you talking about?
I scrolled up.
Obviously, JJ ain't here doing anything.
Yeah, I scrolled up. I didn't see any questions. I said a lot of comments.
I guess it's getting blocked, man, because I don't see it. Write my inbox and give me your question, and I promise you I will answer it. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I can't answer a question I'm not getting.
Yeah, I didn't see.
I'm not seeing it.
Anything.
Well, Pesci's empty chair didn't get me mad, so we got that going for us. I played every clip. I can't do anything more. I had one clip I didn't play because they're posting shit that'll get my fucking channel shut down.
How would it get shut down if theirs ain't shut down, King?
Theirs is shut down. That's the thing.
Theirs is shut down. You might be pulling up some old shit. I didn't think about that
anymore.
Well, you that, Chris. They're everywhere. They're on Facebook.
Right. I mean,
Facebook is the biggest spreader of misinformation on the goddamn planet Earth.
No, but I'm just saying
going to play it.
Well, I get what he's saying. Like,
I'm glad you do.
You, a random joke, and have our own little YouTube channel that we don't do a show on, but we share videos of their shit.
No.
It's
No,
still out there.
I'm not going to give people that are saying misinformation that's killing people a fucking forum on my show. That's what I'm telling you.
It's pointless for me to bring clips because a lot of my clips have to do with guys like that.
I had one fucking clip in 2.5 hours I didn't play. What's your fucking problem?
Well, the other two you said you didn't like either. I don't have a problem, King.
What other two?
There's no more I could do.
I'm not going to post anything on here that's telling you that the COVID shot's going to end. Choco's doing bad. All right. Just write my inbox if you have questions. I promise you I'll answer them. Choco's in pain and I got to get with her. If Pesci wants to do another show, I'll do it. If you don't, that's fine too. Whatever y'all want to do. I don't know what is today, Thursday. I will not be doing a SmackDown show. That's for fucking sure.
No.
I might do something over the weekend. I have no idea. But until next time, whenever, I mean, you'll get a notice. Next time we'll be back. If you have questions, write my inbox. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I was not looking at questions very much tonight. Boss Man says, please answer my question. If you write my inbox, I will answer your question.
Yeah,
if you don't get my inbox, write my email at kennybolin@msn.com. I'll answer any question that you send me. They can't block your questions in my Kenny Bolin MSN messenger deal. I don't know what they're talking about. Ice Cream's still watching. For those that love ice cream, she's still watching.
It is. Good night, Ice Cream, or good morning.
Night, Ice Cream. Have a good one. So until next time, I don't know when it'll be. You'll get a notice. So until next